the Osage Indians?
Well, I think wherever we go, we'll match up with anybody's speed. We've got some pretty fast kids ourselves. And the lack of size really comes into experience. It's not always about who's bigger, but we do have a lot of kids on our defensive line and offensive line that have lack of experience. So I think that kind of turns into maybe kids being bigger, seeming bigger, but it's really just experience for us. But we're catching up each week for sure.
Well, let's travel well and head up to Ashland to watch this game. Southern Boone School of the Osage tonight on Cool 102.7 Sports. Coach Jolly, we always appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
It's not called a farm won't or a farm can't. It's the Case IH Farm All Series, and it's available now at Crown Power and Equipment. And instead of telling you that the Case IH Farm All can do baling, mowing, pulling, raking, and digging, we'll just give you the list of things it won't do. Ready? Nothing. Get your Case IH Farm All Series today at Crown Power and Equipment and find out why Can Do comes in red. Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Find a location near you at crown-power.com.
At Oakstar Bank, you'll hear the word serve often. The Oakstar team's commitment to serve means they're fully invested in the communities they're located in. When you see them supporting events or volunteering around town, you know the passion that motivates them to be invested in the community is the same passion that drives them to be the best community bank. Oakstar Bank is a proud sponsor of the Camdenton Lakers and the Osage Indians. Go teams! Oakstar Bank is a member FDIC equal housing lender.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett.
ShopHewlett.com. Trust, integrity, stability, and longevity. Those are the anchors Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Lake Ozark Realty represent. Alumni and proud supporter of Osage Indian football, Matt Shrimp and the Berkshire Hathaway team bring 20 years experience, specializing in luxury real estate and commercial property. The Forever brand, Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway. See more at luxurylakehome.com and yourlakeagent.com.
Welcome back, everyone, here live from Ashland, Missouri, as the School of the Osage Indians gets set to take on the Southern Boone Eagles. It is the conference finale for the Indians, as with Versailles leaving the conference, Osage will play Lutheran South next week. We'll travel up to St. Louis and have the broadcast for you right here on 102.7, as well as mosportzone.com and on YouTube at mosportzone. We'll have that broadcast for you. So this is it. This is the conference finale here tonight at Southern Boone. And it's going to be a tough matchup, Steve. This is Southern Boone team. They got some really talented seniors on this squad. It is senior night tonight. This has kind of been building up. We heard Coach Jolly say in the coach's interview, which was brought to us by Jack Sporting Good, that, you know, Southern Boone, he thinks they're ranked. We didn't get confirmation on that, but he thought they were still 10th in the state. We've seen a lot. We've heard a lot about this team and how talented they are. Like we said, the Osage defense is going to have to step up tonight if they want to compete in this one.
Yeah, School of the Osage really leveling up this week. Coach Mark Ross really getting this Booneville Eagle team. Sorry, Booneville. We're not in Booneville anymore. This Southern Boone team just really on the rise. They had a record of 5-6 last year. Not real impressive. We beat them last year, but here they are, only one loss at this point. And you talk about just a clash of philosophies or a clash of styles as you look at a team who is averaging over 47 points a game, allowing 32 points, compared to Osage, who's scoring like 19 points a game and allowing 23. And that's just going to be a big key tonight. Which philosophy, which pace of play is going to win the night? And I feel like we're kind of repeating ourselves a little bit. When you go back a couple weeks as we were playing Hallsville, we kind of anticipated that, right? We had anticipated just a lot of scoring, and Osage defense clamped them down and shut it, just gave them the big goose egg for the night. I think that's going to be a little bit harder task tonight against the Eagles. But Osage has shown they can do it. And if we, again, I just love the Osage, their offense, there's no mystery. there's no guessing. We're going to be running the ball. We're going to see Aiden Williams and Jason Colonius getting lots of carries. Aiden Williams had like 40 carries last week. Unbelievable. We're going to see a lot of that this week, and I'm interested to see what kind of defense the Eagles can bring here, because if they can't slow us down and stop us on the run, we're going to eat a lot of clock, and they're going to have a hard time getting the points that they're accustomed to getting.
Got the coin toss going on now, brought to you by Duncan Diamond and Fine Jewelry as we wind down this pregame show, brought to you by Winter Shelton Real Estate Group. Want to thank our title sponsor for all of these games, Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC. And yeah, these conference games, Steve, have been, it's like the great quote goes, it's been like a box of chocolates. We really haven't known what we're going to get in these games. Love Pulp Fiction, but just unable, you come out expecting one thing and you just get something completely different in these games. Like we expected a high-scoring affair against Hallsville, and we got a 23-0 shutout from the Indians. We kind of expected, more of a competitive back and forth in that Eldon game, and then it wound up being more one-sided than I think we both anticipated. And, that California game, I think we had higher aspirations, and we saw, the Indians were kind of turning things around and starting to look really good. And California, a couple turnovers, a couple penalties, and it's just we haven't known really, we felt like we've known what to expect in these games, but we just haven't got what we've expected in these conference games so far.
And, of course, we haven't seen the Eagles on the field, and so all we can really draw from is maybe what we've heard from scores. We know that this is the team that scored 75 points against Eldon on a night that they gave up 49 points. Eldon scored 49 points that night. This is a team that beat California that we lost to. That's really the only difference as we look at common opponents. Everybody else, that we've played together, we've won. We've had the same wins aside from California, but they were both close contests. So I know we can't just, all we can really do is learn a little bit from that transitive property, as we seem to reference every week. But I'm excited about this game. I just, as you're trying to raise up a program and step up to that next level, it's games like this, it's nights like tonight where you level up that you get an opportunity to prove yourself. And I'm excited about what might happen here for the Indians.
I talked to a couple people from Southern Boone before the start of this game, some friends of mine that I work with through Central Bank, and they told me that they've had next week scheduled on their calendar all season, which is a matchup against Blair Oaks. And that's a big-time rivalry game for these Eagles, and that's something they might be looking forward to. Both parents that I talked to said that they were hopeful that they didn't look past the Indians here tonight. Not that we are worth looking past, but they definitely have next week's schedule or next week's opponent circled on their calendar, so maybe the Indians can come out and kind of be aggressive here early on and bring them back down to reality.
Well, that certainly tells you what their confidence level is. A lot of teams, as they see Blair Oaks on their schedule, they just kind of gulp and, hope we can survive it and live on to maybe get a win the next week. But if you have a program that's like, okay, we think we belong on this field with you and we think we'll take the win, that says a lot of things about what the leadership of this team is bringing.
Osage will kick off, and it is up and away. Clean field from an up man, and he is immediately brought down right near the 20. They're going to say he got knocked back 5 yards. So he caught the ball and then got knocked back 5 yards. That is forward progress if I've ever seen it. And the Eagles will start their first drive of the night from the 26.
Wow, yeah, because he was getting up on the 20-yard line there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good for them.
That's 18 feet. That's 2.5 Andre the Giants.
18 feet. Is that a prime number, Greg?
That's all numbers are prime. 4 wide receivers set out to the right on this first play, and an immediate rollout. It's a design run for the quarterback, and he's going to make it to the corner where he trips and falls right before Childs gets to him. Looked like Kimry got out to him on the edge and kind of forced him to take a long route there. It's going to wind up being a loss of 2. It's so weird not having the ambient sounds on the background. It's just me and you in this nuclear bunker here in Ashland, Missouri, watching this high school football game.
I miss it. Last week we were on the porch and in the middle of the wind and in the middle of the fans.
Well, yeah, you left the front door open, and we're out there on the porch, and all the wind's getting in on us.
I just liked the energy. We're really it's a little different feeling.
We'll turn the energy up in this room.
Please, find that knob.
Second down, pre-snap penalty. See, you can't hear the whistle tonight. You're going to have to be on it. You have to be on it. That's a false start on the Eagles. That'll take them back 5. That'll make it 2nd down and 17 here on the first drive of the night. And listen, we'll get into these jerseys that they're wearing later, obviously with America's hottest mid-Missouri high school football segment. But these red numbers on black jerseys, this is atrocious.
That's not helpful.
No, I can't see the numbers at all. Second down and 17. 3 wide receivers out left. Quarterback takes a snap. Quick throw out to the left. Caught in the backfield. Now he's got a blocker trying to cut back in. Splits 2 men. And then brought down right around the original line of scrimmage. That'll set up 3rd and long for Southern Boone on this first drive of the night. I think that was Chase Morris out there with the catch.
Way to decipher those red numbers. Seems like maybe we could even do just like a white outline or something.
Yeah,
right,
anything.
to make them stand out. Why don't more people consult us?
For jerseys?
We have all kinds of opinions.
Yeah. And great ideas.
Yes.
3rd down and 9. 3 receivers out right. The lefty looking out there, finds his man Morris, throws it low, and it is incomplete. And that'll be 4th down here on the first drive. So the Osage defense comes up big, gets a penalty on 2nd down, and forces the 3 and out on the first drive here.
Hey, with coming against a team that's averaging 47 points a game, anytime you can get a stop, that's a win. That works in our favor, not just in the field position game, but the time of possession. And I know that I didn't pay attention to the coin toss, but I know that they were probably excited, Southern Boone, about getting that ball and just kind of showing who they were offensively. And thankfully we said, hey, well, here's who we are.
Punt takes a wonky bounce. I said wonky.
Wonkies are good.
That's wonky. Towards the sideline before Southern Boone downs it. Osage will take over their first drive of the night at their own 36-yard line.
I wonder what old A-Train Aiden Williams felt like last week after carrying the ball 39 times. That's a heck of a night.
That's why we should call him the mailman.
The mailman?
Because he's just carrying all the time.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
We'll workshop
do you need
it.
Do you need to talk to Carl Malone about that, maybe?
I don't. I would. First handoff goes to Williams, and he goes off the right side, pushes some blockers over, as well as some defenders for some extra yardage, and that'll set up 2nd down and 4 or 5 here. California up early on against Eldon, 7-0. What if, like, MostSportsZone.com had, like, the red zone? Just like, we're cutting to California Eldon right now.
That'd be fun.
Wouldn't that? That'd be something else. 2nd down here and 5 for the Indians. Quick handoff. Nope. Pre-snap penalty. Flag flies, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. So Osage picks up 5 on 1st down, and then the penalty knocks them back 5.
Just looking at the stats, so Jason Clonius didn't get near as many carries last week, but he was averaging like almost 7 yards a carry. He's just a great compliment to what Aiden. The mailman, is that what we're going with?
Not yet, no. We'll worry
too
about
early.
It. Maybe
Okay,
like the
I'm
UPS
sorry.
man or something. I think that snap may have gotten fumbled there, and then Trusty picked it up and went forward. Hard to tell from our point of view up there, but a mishandle on the handoff, and I think Trusty wound up keeping it to pick up 2. So that sets up 3rd and long now for the Indians on their first drive of the night.
Well, yeah, pretty much here at the 40.
And actually, we saw Colonius. He got a little hurt and banged up towards the end of that game, and we saw Drake Williams come in and have some big carries down the stretch as well.
Drake had a great night last week. My goodness, he had, I believe, a sack. He had a few tackles.
Trusty with the play action, looking for his man over the middle. It is intercepted right at midfield, though. And he was looking for the aforementioned Drake Williams over the middle. He was double covered right around midfield. And the interception is brought in. By whom?
Going to spot the ball at the 47.
I thought maybe you had an opinion on who got that one.
You want me to decipher these numbers here?
Yeah, it's just, Jackson, are you getting a good look at their numbers? Nope, that's right. It's difficult to do. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles now. They take over right around midfield. Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 4 before he's brought down.
Crossing midfield here.
And that is Brady Dapkus with that carry. And we've called out the Dapkus name. Well, I certainly have for the last 6 years of doing basketball games up here at Southern Boone and back and forth these conference games. The Dapkus name has been called out many times. Started as a freshman 4 years ago, and now this is a sophomore. Must be his little brother playing running back for the Eagles. 3 wide receivers outright. There's play action. Looking over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Fired a bullet there. Could not catch it. And that'll bring up third down right at midfield on the Osage side at the 49. 7:56 left to go in this one. Tied up at 0. 3rd and 6 coming up now for the Eagles. 4 wide receivers out. Play action. Now he rolls out. Looking to set up a screen. Instead has his man on the sideline. Once again underthrown to Morris. And it's an incomplete pass. Likely 4-down territory here. I expect the Eagles to go for it.
Last week, Booneville played with, they were so aggressive in their play calling. We'll see if Southern Boone mirrors that. But like you say, it's just a good decision here right at the 50-yard line.
So 4th down, big play here for the Indian defense on the second drive of the night. Now, quarterback takes a step back as if he's going to punt it. Not sure what he's going to do. He's deep. And so a quick kick. Osage has no one take the Southern Boone hop and then kind of dives around the 18-yard line, and that's where Osage will take over for their second drive of the night. So 2 3-and-outs for the Indian defense after the turnover on the last possession. Osage offense will come back out on the field.
Yeah, both teams struggling to get any traction here offensively. I think it's early in the game, trying to feel each other out, just being patient, taking what the other team gives them. Again, when you're a team that just scores so often, you wonder how many risks they take. We saw Booneville really throwing the deep ball often, and that kind of bit them. I wonder if Southern Boone will be a little more patient this week.
Trusty hands off to Williams. He's going off the left side into the second level, where he's met by a couple of linebackers and brought down after it looks to be about a gain of 2. Gets him right around the 20-yard line here, setting up second down. Go here in the first quarter. Still no score on the board.
Both teams, I'm going to say, haven't really shown any surprises at this point, as they've been preparing for each other. Of course, Southern Boone knows what we're going to bring. Lots of Aiden Williams. That's what they've scouted for. That's what they're prepared to stop. I imagine that Osage has been pretty prepared for what they've seen from the Eagles as well.
Trusty with the hard count. Flags fly. And it's going to be offsides on the defense. Nice job there by the quarterback with the hard count. We've seen him draw some defenses offsides a couple times this season. There he gets the Eagles to jump and makes it 3rd and very manageable now. 3rd and 2 from the 24.
That's another thing they've had to scout for. I think that's really impressive when a team is probably prepared for that, and then he's still able to pull it off. Well done, Magic Maverick.
2 players in motion, pre-snap, and now another penalty.
Too much movement maybe. Let's see what they call.
Offsides on the defense once again. So back-to-back offsides will give the Indians a first down.
How many more of these do we need? Let's just march
march down with offsides penalties?
That's right.
Okay. I'll do the math. It's probably a prime number. Like 8 or 10.
You're going to get in trouble.
I am.
You're going to get scolded at the dinner table.
1st and 10 for the Indians. 6.5 left to go here in the first. There's that pre-snap motion once again from Osage. Handoff goes to Williams. He tries to go off the right edge. Hit right at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Maybe generous to give him a yard there.
Oh, you know what I missed, Craig? You don't know what I missed.
The wind blowing into our microphone.
Oh, that's true. The LED.
Yeah, what's up
markers.
with those? Now we got these official, actual physical ones. I don't like it. I still like these first down markers over putting the visitors fans on the other side of the field. Trusty takes a snap. Can't quite get it handed off to Williams. It was a high snap, and Williams was there to him before he was able to bring the snap in. Trusty takes off and might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they might have said he lost a yard on that.
Yeah, so we're still hanging around about the 30-yard line here.
Yeah, so once again, 3rd and long.
Boy, they were right in our business, right in our backfield before we could, again, just execute the play that had been called. This is just, it's just interesting how you call in a game, you try to predict how it's going to go, and so far in this first quarter, you think maybe lots of scoring, but it's slow going so far. The defenses are shining.
Trusty takes a snap. Handoff goes to Colonius on the right side. And he is brought down just past the line of scrimmage on third down. Osage will come out and punt here on fourth. Trying to pick up some sneaky yards there with the rush off the right.
And again, the Southern Boone just seems like their run defense is pretty stiff so far. Just a wall right there in the line of scrimmage. We're not moving them at all. Going to put John Kimry in a position to try to flip the field for us. We could use his help here. We didn't make much progress on that drive to help us.
2 returners back for Southern Boone. Wild snap. And Kimry just tries to get away a kick, and it goes down the sideline, and now the referee is going to be tasked for where it went out of bounds. Again, a GPS inside the ball would help.
Another great idea. How many ideas are you going to, we're going to do the red zone.
I'm just
we're
giving
going
them
to
away
do
for free.
You got patents on these?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't, that is a rare occasion.
Yeah, that was a bad snap, and Kimry had to run out to the right and grab it, and they're going to say not much net on that punt as it went out of bounds early. Kimry was trying to get rid of it as the Eagles were rushing up on him. So Southern Boone's going to have great field position on the third drive of the night, take over from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that punt almost having the effect of a turnover on downs right there.
Handoff goes to the right side. Osage defense swarming and bringing them down close to a first down. And I think they're going to say he got it. I think that was Dapkus with the run.
Spotting the ball at the 25. Moving downhill here. Close to that red zone.
2 wide receivers out left. Now they're going to do the, yeah, nice. Trying to set up the reverse there. They bring a man into motion, and then they hand it off, and then they try to give it to Travers Hunolt, and he is brought down in the backfield. Nice play there from the Osage defense.
Who did we get here? I saw 53 for us getting into their business. That was impressive.
Can't tell if that was Isaac Williams. You say that was 53?
That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, it was a good play there. Just an immediate tackle in the backfield. Loss of 4. Sets up 2nd and 14. 3 wide receivers out left. The left-handed quarterback running out there. Has his man heading towards the sideline, but lost his footing right after the catch. And comes down. Makes it 3rd and short now. That was Dapkus with the reception over there.
You're saying that name a lot so far. Cracking into the red zone there.
Third down and 4. Pre-snap motion. 2 men to the right. And the handoff up the middle. He's got room between a tackler. Shoestring tackle. Brought down just around, or just inside the 10. Dapkus once again with the carry. This Osage defense that played well in the first 2 drives, struggling here with this short field situation for the Eagles offense.
Yeah, again, when you get the ball in such good field position at 35, your team's, the offense is going to be a little more aggressive. They definitely want to take advantage of that opportunity, and they're really going to push you here. And again, when you have an offense as potent as the Eagles here, it's all sometimes about getting rhythm and momentum, and they're starting to gain that here.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Play action, looking for a man out on the left, overthrows his target. Incomplete pass sets up 2nd down and goal from the 8. 2:06 left to go here in the first. Scoreboard still shows zeros because no one scored.
That's a nice looking scoreboard, by the way.
It is nice, and what a great place for it.
I don't know if it's in the wrong place or we're in the wrong place, but something's not syncing
I can tell you
up well.
this. We are in the right place tonight.
Okay.
2nd down, and they run some chicanery as the wide receiver, the quarterback and the running back act as though the ball was snapped over their head, and then it was a direct snap to an up man. He picks up 4. I wasn't fooled.
I wasn't, although I was entertained.
Okay. Are you not entertained? Again, another great movie
I wonder whose
quote.
idea that was. Yes, still again from Pulp Fiction, is that
Yep,
right?
that's correct. So quotable. That's a quarterback keeper.
Oh, we got a flag.
And flag down, so that play won't count. Wish we had somebody who studied film up here in the booth with us. Maybe somebody that was going to school for it. But here we are. Just me and you, Steve.
I wonder if our videographer is we kind of talked about this on the write-up last week. Is he an expert in movies?
No,
he's so humble.
Yeah,
he's too humble to admit that he is.
Yeah. Well, you're not going on my trivia team with that attitude.
I mean, he hasn't argued with us about our Pulp Fiction quotes, so I don't know what that says about it.
He hasn't corrected our misquotes yet, so. Third down and goal here, coming up on a minute left to go. Handoff goes to the right. Indian defense had him and then lost him, but he's brought down at the 5. So Dapkus, or excuse me, I think at that time it was Hunault. He was hitting the backfield and was able to pick up a couple yards there.
Yeah, Osage here in the last couple plays.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, doing a great job getting in their business, kind of disrupting their momentum and what they're trying to accomplish. Here we go, big play early.
Yeah, it's a real big play. 4th down and goal for the Eagles inside the 5-yard line. They are not lining up to kick it. Ball is snapped in the pocket.
Oh, it could be a keeper.
Yeah, he's got space out there to the left, but now he's being pursued.
Oh, man, did he get it?
The ball is caught and brought in. It looked like the Osage defender knocked the receiver out of bounds, but they're going to say that he caught it and landed in bounds for a touchdown. Oh, man. It's tough to say from up here. We have such a bad angle on it, but they gave him the touchdown. That is Chase Morris that came down with it. Quarterback scrambling out to the left. Osage doing a good job in pursuit, making sure he couldn't get into the end zone. And then he just kind of flips it up to Morris, who catches it and brings it in. But
I thought it was a well-designed play. I mean, all kinds of options there. I thought really Osage responded pretty well. But when you have to, guard your receivers for so long, it's inevitable you're going to find somebody open, and that's exactly what happened.
Extra point good from the Eagles makes it 7-0. We got 25 seconds left to go here in the quarter. We'll take a break, be back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The one-stop shop for all of your sporting goods and recreation needs, Jack's Sporting Goods, a proud sponsor of Camdenton Laker and Osage Indians football. Find your athletic and outdoor gear conveniently located in one place. Jack's has end-of-summer deals on lake toys, fishing, and athletic supplies. And don't forget, Jack's Sporting Goods has the best screen printing prices for your team or business. Jack's 70-year tradition and customer service will give you confidence when you take your next adventure. Look them up online and on Facebook.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, the Eagles get a short field situation off the bad punt and score on 4th down and goal from the 5. A controversial play, according to Steve Adams, but they're going to call it a touchdown.
It's hard to fault your defense too much when the opposing team gets the ball at the 35-yard line, and you know they've got a lot of talent. We put up a heck of a fight, and you stop them here. Well, you don't stop them, but you get them to 4th down and goal. Man, it was a pretty stiff effort, but again, just a well-designed and executed play. Found the open guy there at the back of the end zone, and we no sense in arguing about whether he was inbounds or outbounds because the refs raised his hand. So
that's true.
Here we go, 7 on the board.
Eagles set to kick off here now. It'll be a short kick. It'll bounce, and now the receiver has it, bringing it up the field. Pretty good return, splits through some defenders and across midfield. That's Isaac Stark with a really good return for Osage, and they'll have their best starting position tonight as they'll start on the Southern Boone side of the field at the 49. Nice return there by Stark.
That was absolutely impressive. And at a time where we kind of needed it, kind of felt like, Southern Boone was starting to grab the momentum there, impose their will, offensively. And, it feels like it's been a while since we've been able to return a kick. Last week, just a different, lots of onside kicks and just different kinds of kickoffs there. We didn't get some classic returns like we did there from Stark.
I think the ball might have come out. I'm not sure. Okay, the ball did not come out. I was actually – I might have been fooled there by the trick – not a trick play, but the option play. I was looking at Colonius, but Williams takes the run and gets back to the line of scrimmage where he's pushed back, and then they're going to say he lost about a yard or two there. So that'll be the last play of the first quarter. Osage will go into the second, down 7-0. We'll take a break and be back with the second after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The focal point for almost any home is the kitchen. That's where you gather with family and friends. The staff at Cabinetry Pros can make your kitchen, bathroom, or laundry room beautiful and more functional, along with increasing your home's value. They offer products within everyone's budget and can help with remodels or new construction. For more cabinet ideas, visit CabinetryProsLLC.com or visit their showrooms in Sedalia and Lake Ozark.
At First Bank of the Lake, we offer some of the best CD rates. Kick back and watch your money grow. Earn 4.30 APY on our 15-month CD and 4.35 APY on our 26-month CD with a $5,000 minimum deposit. CDs combine security with great investment returns and make saving a cinch. Save more so you can do more. Visit First Bank of the Lake in Osage Beach today. Member FDIC. Other terms and conditions apply. Annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, 12 minutes of play in the books, and after one quarter, Osage down 7-0. They have the ball right at midfield with 2nd and 12 coming up. I want to thank our sponsor there for the first quarter, Oak Star Bank. Usually do a good job of getting those in. Didn't get that one in. And the second quarter sponsor here, American Sun Control, as we are live from the Kelly's Port Marina press box up here. Williams. There's a pretty good carry now. Now he's just carrying defenders and picks up that Surdike Yamaha first down. Big run there from Aiden Williams, a gain of about 15 on the first play of the second quarter. Running hard there, Steve.
Oh, just classic. I wanted to call him A-Train. I was actually at an Eldon Middle School, Osage Eldon Middle School game last night, and I heard Coach Butler call from across, A-Train. I think that's going to stick with me.
What about this? Let's compromise, because I think he should have it because he carries a lot, right? What about A-Freight?
A-Freight.
You don't like that? Okay. Colonius on the left side. And he slips through some defenders now and gets into the second level. Nice gain there from Colonius. And he picks up 8.
Spotting the ball right on top of the 30-yard line.
Makes it 2nd and short now after that carry. You don't like A-Freight? What's the name of the trucks that UPS drives? Do they have a specific name?
I'm unaware. Somebody knows.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A-Freight with the carry?
That's rough, man.
No? Well, that's enough for a Surdike Yamaha first down. A-Train?
You don't like A-Train? You like A-Freight better than
A-Train?
A-Train?
It's like a freight carries stuff. That was a carry, right?
You've come up with some good nicknames in your history.
I haven't. Well, I'll workshop that. I'm going to look up Alexa. People at home right now. Alexa, name stuff that carries things. A basket. Nope. Handoff goes to the left side. Oh, Colonius splits into the second level, carried a defender near the goal line, brought down just shy of it, though. And he gets inside the Crown Power and Equipment red zone as it's Colonius and Williams getting it done on the ground now. And Osage 1st and goal inside the 5.
Hey, I'd like to see that replay. That was a heck of a drawn-up play. Did it trick you?
No.
I lost it there for a moment. I thought it was going to Williams, and he was tackled, and all of a sudden just exploding out of the pile of bodies comes Colonius.
Yeah, the thing about Colonius is he runs through the tackles a lot, so he kind of gets in there with the people, and then I kind of lose him at times. Now Williams with the carry on the right side near the goal line. Referee is going to say he is just short, maybe at the 1-inch line. And the nose of that ball has to be right on the goal line. 2nd and goal now.
Speaking of Eagles, you got the eagle eye to be able to spot 1 inch from the goal line.
Thank you. $9:20 left to go here in the quarter. Osage driving down the field. Quick handoff to Williams, and he is into the end zone. Freight delivered for Williams as he puts it in. 6 for the Indians, and it has quieted this Southern Boone Eagle crowd.
What an answer.
Yeah.
Right? Southern Boone just kind of feeling like, okay, finally we get in the end zone. We kind of show who we are, And we answer with our kickoff return by Isaac Stark, and then Colonius and Aiden Williams, who I just can't call him anything but Aiden Williams now. I think we've ruined the whole nickname effort.
You did.
Just almost looked effortless walking into the end zone there.
Clark's kick is up and good. Ties this one up at 7. 9:14 left to go here in the half. Osage 7, Southern Boone 7. Take a break. Back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Osage picks up the touchdown, ties this one up at 7, and Steve, in my opinion, really set up by that Isaac Stark kickoff return, giving the Indians a short field starting on the other side of the 50, and then Osage just running it down the Southern Boone defense into the end zone. Aiden Williams with the touchdown.
Hey, I love bragging about special teams, and, we kind of saw both ends of the spectrum where we had a high snap that, affected the punt from John Kimry that really gave great field position to the Eagles. But then, hey, after their touchdown, we answer with a great return. And, of course, you give all the attention to the guy carrying the ball, but you don't get a return like that with help from great blocking. So that sets us up in great field position. We're able to capitalize and get on the board.
Colonius with a kickoff. It is a short kick near the sideline, and that is procedurally, that's illegal.
Declares who?
Judge Judy. Oh, we need to get Justin to play, like, the beat from Night Court whenever that happens. Boo, doom, doom, doom.
Is that the beat from Night Court?
It
sounded like you almost went into a Law and Order there for a minute. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. These high school kids up here with us are like, what is Night Court?
But I bet they know Law and Order.
Oh, yeah, they probably do. What's the sound from Law and Order?
See?
No, that's Pulp Fiction. So out of bounds, the kick went, so that'll let the Eagles start from the 35-yard line.
Thankfully, their own 35-yard line.
Snap to the quarterback, left-hander, being run down by Drake Williams. He is going to throw it out of the pocket and over on the sideline. Did he get out of the tackle box? They're going to say he did. That would have been a big loss if that would have wound up being intentional grounding. Instead, Drake Williams chases him out. Quarterback gets rid of it, and that'll set up 2nd and 10.
It was close enough to be interesting there. Of course, what's deceiving a little bit is those, the hash marks there. So I think he was out of the tackle box, but great pursuit by the Osage defense.
3 receivers out left for Southern Boone.
Oh, somebody getting an early start here.
Yeah.
Flags are thrown. It looks like an Osage player jumped off sides there, and he did it with authority.
Yeah, if you're going to jump off sides, at least hit somebody. Osage did on that one. Sets up 2nd and 5 now. Good crowd here tonight in Ashland. Senior night for this Eagles team.
I was kind of hoping we'd have our 3rd homecoming week.
Yeah, you love watching other teams' homecomings.
Yes, I love those. Yeah, can't get enough of this.
Just like seeing kings crowned. Quarterback keeps it, throws it way over Chase Morris's head, and probably for the best because Landon Childs was tracking him down. That's a few times. Does the quarterback know how tall Chase Morris is? He's a shorter guy. He has thrown it multiple times over his head.
Well, those two have connected in their history quite a few times. So
That's
I'm going to
true.
say he knows his height, but Osage doing a great job of bringing the heat and really just kind of, just changing their rhythm in the background there, in the back field.
Yeah, good pursuit back there. 3rd down. Now Kimry forcing the quarterback to go back. Now Neibauer comes in. Another long throw down the sideline, out of bounds, and great job from the Osage front 7 getting pursuit in the backfield on the quarterback, forcing another bad throw.
Evans kind of putting the moves. That's Evans, right? Putting the moves on Kimry there. Kimry was heading straight at him, and he just kind of juked him a little bit, and he escaped. But again, the pressure that the Indians are putting on the Eagles here is keeping them from connecting on these passes. We're looking at another 4th down, and certainly they're going to kick at this point. Oh, bad snap, low snap. He able to pick it off the ground.
Good
and
kick,
a low
though.
punt. Yeah.
Good kick. Good low punt.
And out of bounds, no return
right
here.
near the 10-yard line, so Osage going to have to go a little further on this drive. I refuse to say long field. I'm not going to set myself up to be correct.
Before the night is over.
I'll never say it. I'll never say it.
Spotting the ball all the way back. I'm trying to see where they're going to land here. Maybe the 18-yard line?
Yeah, pretty good kick there for a bad snap. No, it's actually going to be the 12? 13.
Oh, forgive me. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not. I'm not.
Just more bitterness and resentment.
That's right.
We'll take it up in our therapy sessions this week.
1st and 10 for the Indians. Coming off a touchdown drive on their last possession. There's the handoff to Williams. He goes right side. Hit from both sides after about a gain of 3 and brought down. Williams running hard now. 8:30 left to go here in the first half. 7-7 on the board.
I just love what Osage, how just our style of play just really changes the game and turns things upside down for these opponents who are just used to flying up and down the field. This has to feel a lot different for the Eagles here when they're used to scoring so many points.
Little pre-snap movement there from Hall and Dooley. Quick handoff goes to Williams. He splits up into the second level. There's a Serdike Yamaha 1st down. Dooley pulling Williams forward as he carries defenders another 3 or 4 yards.
Oh, we're
Southern Boone is arguing that the ball came out at the end of that run. The referees are going to talk about it, and they're going to say 1st down, Indians. And some here think that's a controversial call.
Yeah, we're kind of secluded from it. We can hear the boos. I don't know that on air you can hear the boos.
Well, I just think that's a Halloween thing. I don't think they're booing the call. I think they're
trying to scare each other.
They're just making ghost sounds out there.
Sorry, I'm so cynical about humanity. Forgive me.
Another 1st down. This run by Colonius, and he refuses.
Oh, and
to
that
go
ball
down,
is on the ground.
The ball is on the ground this time. And it looks like Osage are going to recover this one, so it'll be another Serdike Yamaha 1st down.
That was scary for just a moment.
I was saying boo. I was so scared. It just scared me with a boo.
Great run. Almost fighting so hard, that gave the Eagles a chance to try to pry that ball away out of his arms, and they did. And who came up with the recovery there?
I missed it. So 1st down for Osage in Southern Boone territory now. From the 44, 7 minutes left to go here in the second. Handoff goes left side, and Williams going to be brought down in the backfield, trying to fall forward a bit, but it's going to be a loss of 3 here on 1st down. Southern Boone got Aiden in the backfield there, and he tried to make a juke move, but he had to go backwards to do that and then wound up getting hit. Sets up 2nd down, and they say 14 on the scoreboard here from the 47.
I was trying to see, as Williams was trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, he was getting some help from one of his teammates trying to push him. Was it Drake Williams trying to push him? It was. Oh, we got some movement there. Hard count, but no flag
got the
thrown.
hard count. Osage takes a timeout. Looked like they drew Southern Boone offsides. No flag. 2nd and 14 coming up on the other side of the timeout. Brought to you by Reagan Cabinets. So we'll take a break, too. Be back with 2nd and 14 after this. You listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Your local Lowe's tackles the competition this fall and backs its high school football teams this season. Lowe's wants its customers to do it right for less. Shop at Lowe's for all your tailgating needs and be prepared for autumn leaves. There's something for everyone at Lowe's. Easily located in Osage Beach on Highway 42. Score your own touchdown this season. Come in or shop online at Lowe's.com.
6:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Tied up at 7. Osage was driving down the field, then loss on 1st down. 2nd and 14 play coming up. Osage coming out of a timeout here.
Yeah, but so far everything that's happened in this game has really, I think, been in Osage's favor here. Just eating up time of possession. So far, low-scoring affair. Osage playing great defense, not giving up the big play. They're making the Eagles, earn every yard. This is the kind of game that I think Coach Jolly wanted to see play out tonight.
Second and 14 for the Indians. Trusty under center. Handoff goes to Williams. Past the original line of scrimmage, and he is just dragging defenders past the first down marker. He had at least 3 Eagles on his back and gets it. Like, he probably drug them 8 yards there, Steve.
That was, again, just demoralizing, I feel like, because Southern Boone was there.
Yeah.
They had hands on him, and he just takes them down the field, and he almost has his back to them, just kind of backpedaling and just forcing them.
Strong.
That's what do you do? What do you do?
Now Colonia is going to get the handoff on the left side, trying to make some gain there, and might have got 1 out of it. Williams running just so hard tonight and just through the defenders, almost like a train of some kind, like a freight train.
So is that the name? Freight train?
Freight train.
Freight train.
A train.
A train. It's a compromise.
Okay. No, you said train to begin with. That's
I
not a compromise.
said A train. As in Aiden Williams, A train. I didn't make it up. I just heard somebody say it.
Oh, we got to make up our own. A freight running right side.
Just can't do it.
I can't get behind it, can you?
Just
trying.
Can't do it.
Picks up 5, sets up 3rd down and 4 now for the Indians. Big play here from the offense. Probably 2-down territory. A little windy out there. I probably wouldn't throw Clark out there for a long kick in this kind of wind.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the flags there on the poles. There is some activity going for sure, and going against the direction we're kicking. Hopefully, we won't have to make that call. Let's just convert this 3rd down and move on with it.
Handoff goes to Williams up the middle.
I got a flag.
Yeah, here comes a flag in the backfield by the head referee, likely holding.
That's just a killer.
It is a killer, yeah. When you're 3rd down and 5 and you get the 1st down, and now you got to come back.
I like that play. It's working well tonight. Just that quick handoff there. Aiden Williams gets the ball quick, and he had a hole, and again got that 1st down converge. But now we're going to have to try again from a longer distance.
Bringing in our passing people now. Usually go 4 wide receivers here. Bolivar 21-0 over Hillcrest. Eldon 14-7 over California. Lebanon and Camdenton, big game down there tonight in Lebanon. Huge crowd from what I hear. 10-7. Lebanon in front of the Lakers. Osage on 3rd down. Trusty back. No, they're going to say timeout Southern Boone. So a timeout by the defense. 3rd and 15 coming up. We'll take a timeout too. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
4:13 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. A timeout by the defense, Southern Boone, as Osage gets set for 3rd down and 15. Oh, here we go. Southern Boone trivia. Who holds the all-time career rushing yards record at 5,166 yards, Steve?
I know you might be surprised that I haven't really, I got a little dust on my Southern Boone football trivia.
You don't know this?
I remember, I'm the rookie here. This is the first time I've called a Southern Boone football game.
It's Tyler Greffin. Everybody knows that.
Loving the scoreboard. Osage needs to update here.
Yeah, what if Osage had one that was like, this alumni calls games on the radio? Could be anyone. 3rd and 15, 3 wide receivers outright for the Indians.
Well, they're coming.
Setting up the screen, and they get it to Williams. He catches it, now has to make a move up the field. Able to pick up some extra yards, bowls a man over, and gets near the 1st down marker, and that'll set up 4th and short coming up here for Osage.
again, Southern Boone struggling. They really were there to stop Williams sooner, and he's gaining at least another 5 yards after contact on that play. So we're spotting the ball at, the 27 here.
Eldon, California, tied up at 14 on Most Sports Zone Red Zone channel. Got a splinter in this room. Unbelievable. 4th and 4, 3.5 to go here in the quarter. Oh, and the handoff goes to Williams, and he is hit immediately in the backfield and brought down for a turnover on downs. Southern Boone expecting that one.
Well, I think we're all expecting that. We knew, we're not going to pass the ball. We've had such success running the ball so far tonight. They're having a hard time stopping Williams. But when they've had success, it's because they get in the backfield, right?
Yeah.
And they alter his direction of running. And that's exactly what they did there. Shot the gap there, and they just didn't have a chance to get any positive momentum.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
3:20 left in this first half.
Handing off to Dupkus, right side, and he is going to break a big one here down the sideline. Stopped short and brought down just shy of the 20. So Southern Boone breaks off their first big play of the night against this Osage defense and gets some mega yardage there. About a 60-yard run for Dapkus before he's knocked out.
All the way down to the Osage 25-yard line. That was big.
They're going no huddle now. And it's a quick pitch out to Dapkus. And he's trying to go right side. He's going to be hit and brought down, but right near the first down marker once again. Looks like it might be enough for a first down for them as they are quickly marching down the field on this drive. So Osage turns it over on downs at their own, at the Southern Boone 35, and the Eagles quickly coming back here, once again setting up the no huddle.
Flag's thrown.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a false start. That'll take them out of the red zone now. Make it 1st and 15 as Southern Boone tries to up the pace here on this possession.
Yeah, that's what Osage wanted there. Boy, they were just grabbing all kinds of momentum and just rolling downhill there. That's going to slow them down just a bit. Southern Boone making some adjustments here, not depending so much on the pass as the run these last two plays.
Getting it done on the ground. 3 wide receivers out right. Now Dapkus steps over there. And he's going to take the pitch out to the right. Osage doing a good job of cutting Dapkus off at the corner. That wasn't Dapkus, excuse me. That was Hunolt. Easy to tell them apart with these jerseys.
The yard marker does not move. No gain on that play. And again, these adjustments are obviously they're trying to move the ball, but they're also trying to create some attention, with the successful carries so they can capitalize off that and throw the ball. And they just haven't been able to have much success in the air because of the pressure and the heat we've been bringing. So if we have to be more concerned about, the run, that's going to switch things up.
2nd down and 15. Looking to set something up going left. Now it looks like a designed run. Quarterback trying to keep it. Gets out to the edge. He's hit from behind and dragged down by Drake Williams after about a gain of 1. So Evans looked like they faked a pitch out to the right, and then he came back to the left. I said it was a design run, but I don't think it was. There was just nothing open over there, and Evans just decided, I'm going to keep it and try and make something out of this. Only got a yard, so it sets up 3rd down and 14.
I'm impressed by the Osage defense.
You're going to say me, but okay.
Just everybody in pursuit, everybody doing their job, flying across the field.
They're working in tandem, cutting Evans off from getting to the corner there and forcing him back into another defender. Now here comes the blitz. Evans steps up in the pocket, looking for somewhere to go with it. Has a man over near the end zone, and into the end zone he goes. Gave Evans way too much time there. Left Dapkus on like the 1-yard line. He was just standing on the sideline, Steve, wide open.
Yeah, when that blitz didn't work, we broke through the line, put a little pressure on him, but he just kind of sidestepped it, and then I had all kinds of time. And, it's one of the first few times we've seen our coverage just kind of break down. He barely even ran just kind of jogged into the end zone after that reception.
And it's hard to keep your coverage up that long when you're giving the quarterback that long in the pocket. And granted, Evans was running but still able to find his man. Extra point is good. 52 seconds left in the quarter. Osage down 14-7. We'll be back with the kickoff after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
It's indoors, it burns more energy than running, and most importantly, it's high-flying fun. Jets Trampoline Park has you covered from young to young at heart with a freestyle tarmac, skydiving foam pits, dodgeball, and more. Did you forget your kid's birthday party is next week? Don't get judged. Get a Jets Party Package. Pre-purchase your tickets now or get complete details at jetstrampolinepark.com or stop in and visit at 1075 Passover Road in Osage Beach.
Southern Boone putting another 7 on the board here to make it 14-7 against the Indians. 52 seconds left to go here in the half. Osage turning it over on downs deep into Southern Boone territory on that last possession. The big run by Dapkus, the 60-yarder, to set up 1st and 10 from the 20. And then it took Southern Boone about 7 plays to get there, but they get it into the end zone.
And really almost that works in their favor as you look at the clock here. Osage with 52 seconds and not really a team that's geared
to
score quickly.
Yeah.
And so we'll see what strategy here, Jolly and his offensive coordinator here, what they approach to this time here.
Osage set to receive the kick at the start of the third quarter as well.
So what do you think, Greg? We just be patient and don't try to take any big risk at this point and take advantage of getting the ball at the open of the second half, or do we get aggressive here?
Yeah, I could see either way. Yeah. Well, they kind of answer the question for us now. They do a short kick. I wouldn't even call it an onside kick. They try and do the thing where they just kick it directly at one of the up linemen, but he gets a hand on it and falls down on it, and it's 1st and 10 for the Indians at the Osage 41. 2.
Yeah, certainly that's not what Southern Boone wanted on that. Took a little risk there. I don't know that it was great execution. I mean, the ball was on the ground for just a bit.
Yeah, I think they're in their head after that big return by Stark on the last kickoff. So trying to negate that. We'll see what the Indian offense does now with 2 timeouts. They'll hand it off to Williams. He'll go up the middle and now through some defenders once again. Into Southern Boone territory, the first down. Surdike Yamaha first down. The LED chains will move. And Osage will take a timeout. We'll keep it here on this one. Brought to you by Reagan Cabinet. So that first down run there by Williams puts Osage into Southern Boone territory. 44 seconds left, and Osage will have 1 timeout to work with down the stretch here as they try and tie this one up before the end of the half. And I think this is definitely a situation now where you're going to wind up maybe being a little more aggressive here.
Yeah, they're going to have to, just that 1 timeout left. But then Southern Boone, they're kind of a tough spot, right? Because they need to be able to defend the whole field in a situation like this. And I think that kind of opens up possibly some holes for Williams or Colonius. You know, with that 1 timeout left, we still, I think, to have the whole playbook open. But after that timeout, that's going to kind of limit us a little bit on the run.
And, of course, clock stops on a first down and out of bounds. So we'll see how that plays out here. We saw the end of the first half last week be a big boon for, I say boon, it was against Booneville. Now I feel bad I used that word. I should have used any other word. Someone will get me a thesaurus for Christmas. 44 seconds left here. 1st and 10 coming up for the Indians at the Southern Boone 46. Trustee back in the pistol. Pitch goes out to Williams. Now the reverse to DePay. He has all kinds of open field on the left side at the 40, near the first down marker, and out of bounds at the 30. So some chicanery there as Williams tosses it to DePay, coming around the edge, and DePay with the big gain down to the 30-yard line and out of bounds to stop the clock.
Oh, those young men have to be excited about that. You know, that's a play they run in practice that they just get excited about actually getting a carry into a game. They executed it well, everybody biting on Williams and bringing attention to him, and all of a sudden here flashes Dane DePay. Perfect little pitch, little handoff to him, and he just has that whole side of the field wide open. I'm surprised, really, that Southern Boone was able to catch up to him so quickly.
35 seconds left in the half here. Handoff goes to Williams. He's going right side. Hits the line. He has just been dragging the linebackers with him. Under 30 seconds to go. Not a first down. And Osage will take their final timeout now of the half. We'll keep it here as well as we're real close to halftime. Won't inundate you with ads here.
It seems like this first half has flown by.
Yeah.
It's been quick.
It's soared by. They're the Eagles. Steve, how many Eagles do you think it would take to bring you down?
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I knew that was coming.
You were thinking about this earlier?
I know that you were going to ask the question.
Were you just pondering, how many Eagles would it take to take me down?
My first thought was, I'm not messing with an Eagle.
You're not?
I'm not messing with an Eagle.
In the spirit of this game, you're running away from them. And like one grab, is just one? You think one, grabs you, talons on the shoulder?
Talons and the beak after that. I just don't. This doesn't sound like a fun experience. I did see a bald eagle this week.
Did you?
I did. We were driving to Springfield. Somewhere, I think we're outside of Republic, went down to see family, and just saw an eagle just fly right over the road in front of us. It was beautiful.
It was coming to take you down.
It's going to answer your question.
It's like, we're going to find out for real now.
Real life research right there, baby.
Yeah.
I stayed in the car.
Oh, did you?
I did.
But your wife carried away. Unbelievable.
She often gets carried away.
2nd down and 3 coming up for the Indians out of the timeout. No timeouts left for Osage. We'll see how they attack this one. If they don't get a first down here, they're going to have to rush a 3rd down play. 2 wide receivers outright for Trusty. He rolls out to the right. Now looking for somebody, has him over the middle. Landon Hall through his hands, and it's intercepted by the defense, and he has got a lane down the sideline. He is going to score. Williams unable to track him down, and that is a pick 6 for Southern Boone. Ball goes right through Landon Hall's hands and into the defender's hands, and down the sideline he goes. An absolutely back-breaking play, Steve.
That's deflating right there. That's tough. Boy, you hate to see a play turn like that. I thought it was a good play call. I thought it was well executed. Again, just off his fingertips. And the field changed so quickly. Turned the other way, and all of a sudden Southern Boone, they got blockers out in front. And, man, that's a backbreaker.
11 seconds left to go here. Extra point pending. And the kick is up and good. Makes it 21-7 now. So that interception returned for a touchdown by Southern Boone.
Certainly the biggest play of the night up to this point. And you got to give kudos, again, to the Eagles for just being in position to take advantage of that. And, again, they turned into – that defense turned to an offense so quickly.
And again, the pass was there, just went right through Hall's hands, and Morris was there to come down with it, and he immediately, like you said, down the sideline he went.
In traffic, it was a tough defense in there. Again, they were just in position to take advantage of that. They were certainly there to make the tackle or take advantage of the tip play there. So here we go with 11 seconds left. We're going to have one more kickoff here. Probably not much going to happen here. It's going to be going into to halftime pretty quick, and that's going to put the pressure on Osage to come out and answer here on that first drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. Tough play. It's just kind of
it's kind of a heartbreaker, isn't it?
A gut punch for both of us, yeah.
I tell you, I don't know who's next to us or above us or whatever, but when something happens good for Southern Boone, it feels like the house is about to come down. They are pretty excited.
The coaching staffs from on both sides of us for both teams, so you get the best of both worlds.
Too bad we don't have windows in these walls. That'd be fun to watch.
I don't know about that. Colonias covers the football on the very short kick. Osage will take over at the 35, 10 seconds left to go here. Then we got the Hy-Vee halftime coming up, and like you said, Osage will start the 3rd quarter with the football, but that play right there, that's going to be one that we're going to probably talk about as the night goes on, because this seemed like it was going to be a back and forth, potentially low-scoring affair. Handoff goes to Williams. And he'll be met at the line of scrimmage, and that will be the final play of the half. So Osage will go in down 14-21-7 here at halftime. They'll get the kickoff at the start of the 3rd, but an absolute back-breaking defensive play from the Southern Boone Eagles at the very end of the second quarter here. It makes it a 14-point game. We'll take a timeout. Be back with the Hy-Vee halftime show after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
My car!
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Distinction and high-end style can be had at Reagan Cabinets. Your kitchen is the heart of your home, a place for family time and socializing with friends. Bridgewood Cabinetry is available from Reagan Cabinets, featuring premium all-wood construction, old work dovetail joinery, and modern soft close features with a lifetime warranty. Bridgewood Cabinets are built right here in the Midwest, bringing you beautiful cabinets while adding value and style to your home. Stop by Reagan Cabinets in Osage Beach or visit them online at reagancabinets.com.
The Butcher Shop in Camdenton, honored supporter of the Osage Indians and Camdenton Lakers. Come in Monday through Saturday for the finest cuts, entrees, sides, sandwiches, and dinner needs. Always serving fresh hot ribs for Friday night lights. The Butcher Shop Catering, custom catering with our recipes or your grandma's. We cook to order. Customer service is #1 for any event, any size. The Butcher Shop behind Central Bank in Camdenton, a proud supporter of high school sports.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of past and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. That now only takes under 21 days to construct and ship. Listen to the Lakers, take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa. Fall returns with the Friday night lights that always make us feel the best kind of nostalgia. Duncan Jewelry is committed to our multi-generational tradition of lending our support to ensure future generations celebrate victories beneath the lights that put the sparkle in the shine. From handmade in-store one-of-a-kind pieces to the industry's top brands, Duncan Jewelry has it all. Stop by Duncan Jewelry and see that pursuing our dream of providing meaningful jewelry to note the great milestones in life is the only play in our book.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, as the Indians take on the Southern Boone Eagles. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us tonight. And Osage, down 14-7, was driving down the field towards the end of the second quarter, took 2 timeouts to stop the clock. 20 seconds left. They throw the interception that leads to a defensive touchdown for Southern Boone to make it a 21-7 affair right now. Just an absolute backbreaker of a play, Steve.
Yeah, late in the half, that's certainly going to change the script of, the dialogue and the conversation we're having in the locker room, and just young men like that, that it's an emotional game, and they've got to be feeling that right now after, really playing such a great first half, and all of a sudden, just almost a freak thing, and that's how football is played sometimes. It wasn't necessarily even a poor decision. It wasn't even just a real high-risk play. It was just sometimes, the ball bounces off fingertips and the other team just gets it and goes the other way. So it's going to put some pressure on a coaching staff just to kind of regroup these young men and say, hey, we've got a whole nother half. We've done so many things right. We get an opportunity to we took a punch there. That was tough, but we got a chance to answer coming out third quarter. And if we keep doing the right things that we've been doing, we will be in this game. And we'll be looking for our opportunity to capitalize on a mistake by Southern Boone. I really feel like for Southern Boone, we've had those are really 2 big plays. It was that big run on the drive they scored on previously, and of course that interception going back for a pick 6.
Yeah, early on, both teams' defense is showing up in the first quarter, kind of a back and forth affair as far as the first few possessions went. Neither offense could really get anything going, and then Southern Boone gets the short field on the third possession, and they put it in the end zone. Osage answers with a touchdown of their own. As usual for the Indians the last couple games, it's been the rushing attack that's got it done. You know, I worry because when you get down by a couple touchdowns like this, you know, it kind of takes you out of your rushing attack mindset, and we'll see how Osage attacks it here to start the third, but going to have to get some points on this first drive of the second half for sure.
Well, it'll be interesting, to see how the Eagles respond. Sometimes you can get a little bit of lead. How do you play more conservative and try to protect that lead? That doesn't seem to match the style of play that they've had all season. Or do you get even more aggressive and think, okay, we can take some more risk. We've got a little buffer here. Let's be a little more aggressive. And again, that puts a little more pressure on that Osage defense. Again, that defense has played so well. Really put the pressure, aside from that one drive and the big run, it's been really, really difficult for the Eagles offensively. You look at those 3 touchdowns scored. Well, again, one of those doesn't, we can't put that on the Osage defense. Second one, almost you could really 2 of those. The first time that the Eagles scored, it was because, hey, we had that bad snap that led to a poor punt, and all of a sudden the Eagles have the ball at the 35-yard line and just made some aggressive play calls and got it in the end zone. So, again, kudos to the Osage defense. They've played better than the score is showing, and we're going to need them to stay in this game the second half.
Yeah, the first score from Southern Boone came on 4th down, and what was a little bit of a controversial play. It looked like the receiver may have been knocked out of bounds before he got a foot down, was ruled a touchdown. On the second touchdown that Southern Boone got, they got pressure in the backfield on Evans, and he was running for his life and just happened to find Dapkus near the end zone for the easy touchdown. So, even the touchdowns that the Osage defense has given up, they've been hard-fought ones where Southern Boone has really had to work to try and get those points. So they're going to have to show up big here. They can't be giving up big plays in the second half. It's going to be all about ball control and controlling the narrative of the second half and really kind of imposing their will. And like I said, points are going to be at a premium, it seems like. So getting points on this first possession is going to be big for Osage.
Yeah, and patience at the same time, understanding that, hey, we're not going to score 14 points on one drive. We got to be patient. We don't have to be over aggressive. We know who we are. We've had some success running the ball this half. And if we can just keep believing in that game, and I just kind of think that's what Jolly does, right? He's going to stay who he is. And this team's going to stick with their identity. They're not going to throw it out the window because they're down 2 scores. They're going to be patient. We're going to just march down the field and hopefully get a score on this opening drive. But if we don't, we're going to still stay with that game plan. There's no sense in acting desperate at this point of the game.
No. All right, 21-7 here at the Hy-Vee halftime up here at Ashland. It's the conference finale as the Eagles take on the School of the Osage Indians. We'll take a break and be back with the finale of the Hy-Vee halftime report tonight right here on Cool 102.7 Sports.
From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish with no money down. No time is wasted on the clock, and the seasoned pros bring home the win every time. When your home or business is ready for a roof or repair, depend on Danner Roofing and Construction. 4 generations of roofing experience and the team to get the job done before the whistle blows. Look them up online and Facebook.
Sure, people say vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. It's safer than swimming with sharks while dressed like a seal, flying a kite in the middle of a lightning storm, brushing your teeth with toilet water. Just because people say vaping is safer than cigarettes doesn't make it safe. Do your part. Spread the word and the trend.
This message brought to you by the Miller County Health Center.
If you're a seafood fanatic, then you've got to get to Tucker's Shuckers, where they're serving up fresh fish, shrimp, lobster, and oh yeah, don't forget the oysters. Shuck yeah! But if that's not what you're craving, you're sure to love their steaks, burgers, and wings. Tucker's Shuckers has 28 beers on tap, with happy hour food and drink specials every Monday through Friday, and lots of indoor and outdoor seating on their multi-level patios. Tucker's Shuckers Oyster and Tap. We shuck 'em, you suck 'em at Tucker's Shuckers in Lake Ozark on the Bagnell Dam Strip.
Your money management is now manageable. With an account from Central Bank, you'll have all the tools and technology you need to move, manage, and maximize your money the way you want, when you want. And you have the perk of local branches right in your community when you need some one-on-one time. Because we do banking better. Open your account online or in person at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. Strong roots. Endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, Hy-Vee halftime report. Osage down 21-7 to the Southern Boone Eagles. And bad news for fans of School of the Osage girls softball. Season came to an end last night. I know you had that interview with Coach Dickerson, but hey, I tell you what, first time since 2018 that team has finished with a winning record.
That's impressive on some. And again, as we've highlighted several times during this season, following a season in which they had no wins. I mean, that is that's what a cool story. I see a movie. I see a movie.
I do too, starring Taylor Swift.
Will she play the part of Brooke Strickler, you think?
Oh, I thought she might be like the cute broadcaster. You don't think so?
I don't know even how to respond to that. Are you telling me you want your part to be played? First of all, you're not even a broadcaster.
I don't broadcast
of Osage softball.
Now listen, if they make a movie about Osage football, I think Taylor Swift should play the part of Craig Allen. I think she was born to play that role. What's wrong with it? Who would play you? What, Jack Black or something?
What's the guy's name in Moneyball that's kind of opposite Brad Pitt?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
That makes sense, too. That's a good pick as well.
Is it Noah something? What's the...
you're thinking of... it's not him.
I think that's you. I think that's the guy
you're thinking of Jonah Hill. But
Jonah Hill, thank you.
That's
not you. You don't want Jonah Hill to play you?
No. I think you were fine with Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean...
I don't know.
He's a little ugly for me, but if he's going to play me...
He's getting old.
That's fine, too. So am I. So am I. So, softball came to an end last night. Lost in district play to the number 2 ranked team in state. So, no shame in that loss there. Against the Southern Boone team. Yeah, a really good season for the softball girls. I know soccer has had its struggles this season as well.
Well, I'm just curious. I wasn't able to go to senior night. I think my daughter went to senior night for softball. Was it an emotional experience for you, Brooke? Yeah, she's saying yes. That's affirmative.
Yeah.
You played a lot of softball.
I've played it since I was 5.
Oh, gosh.
That's a long time. It's a long time.
Do you have any? I'm sorry, this is kind of
awkward
ahead. Because she's off. She's off air. No, but do you have? Are you going to have any? Is that it for you? Are you playing softball at the next level in any way, or?
Probably she got intramural softball in her future. Intramural softball.
Well, I wonder if that's really frustrating for when you really play real softball and then you step on the field to play slow pitch softball. That has to be just.
Dude, I got a story about that. I'm not going to name names, okay, but a proficient girls softball player from School of the Osage joined my slow pitch softball team my freshman year, and she was pitching and she couldn't do it.
She couldn't do the big high rainbow.
Yeah, she could. It was just low and just every pitch was illegal. And that's actually how I got my start as the pitcher for our slow pitch softball team.
It all comes back to you, Craig.
And then I was the best softball player in Central Missouri State University history. But no, she couldn't do it. She said that she couldn't make her brain throw it slow.
Could she hit?
Oh yeah. She could
so, because I think that would take a while just to adjust to the you would feel like you were waiting forever for the ball to get to you if you were used to fast pitch.
Yeah. Not me, though. I would always put it where they couldn't hit it because I was the best player ever. So.
What position? You pitch?
Pitch. Well, you're not
before.
Oh, right field. I was way out there. Keep me as far away from the ball as possible.
Fair enough.
I did take one off the leg one time at the Osage Beach League, and that was when I stopped. It hit me right in the middle of the shin.
As you were pitching?
Yeah, as I was pitching, it just fired
and then you were
at me.
done.
And I was you know what?
My career has ended.
Yeah, it's I think I'm done.
I noticed they had that statue of you there at the field.
They did. Again, not that big, but, they say the bronze adds 150 pounds, so that's part of it.
I appreciate that they stayed true to life. I thought that was...
I don't know about that. Next week, our broadcast will come to you live from Lutheran South. That's right near Lindenwood in St. Louis, Missouri. Osage replacing a hole in their schedule left by Versailles when they left the conference. So it'll be interesting to see how that game will be replaced going forward. Don't know if it'll be Lutheran South for the foreseeable future, but just trying to pick up a non-conference opponent this late in the season. It's tough to do when Osage winds up with Lutheran South.
Hey, can I brag a little bit about some Osage football that's not on the field here tonight?
Yes.
I got to go to so I teach in the middle school, right? And I hadn't seen our middle school boys play, so they were playing at Eldon last night. In fact, I went out to watch them put on a great game. Both teams won over Eldon pretty convincingly, and both teams finishing the season under the leadership of Coach Haig and Coach Carnahan and Coach Fowler. Both teams winning 5 games and losing only 1 time.
5-1 at the junior high level. That's pretty nice.
So great job. The future for Osage football, at least at the middle school level, is looking bright.
Yeah, you got to wear shades. How bright it looks.
You're so witty.
It's just
you're impressive.
You got to wear shades. So bright. Got to wear shades with the scoreboard out here. It's so nice.
I feel like it's a great combination of the old classic kind at the bottom, gives you all the information you need, and the big screen on top. You know, it's good.
Yeah, and people watching at home are probably like, well, then put the camera on it so we can see how much time.
Wouldn't that be a good idea?
It doesn't work like that. That's it.
Explanation.
It doesn't work like that. And I'm not going to get into the semantics of it. But
the semantics? Is that what it is?
It's the semantics of it. But we got a 3-person crew that they say it's not possible.
Well,
which I say it is.
You know what?
What's that?
Not only do we have a 3-person crew, but we have 3 seniors, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what's it going to look like next year?
Next week is our senior night for our broadcast.
Oh.
I'm going to bring flowers. Bring flowers.
Do you think that Lutheran South will let us have some time?
Oh,
on the
yeah,
field?
absolutely.
I've
already reached out. Yeah, honoring our 3 broadcast team down here.
I'll have to be on camera, I guess, as you go down there. I mean, or do you want to? I don't know how you want to do that. We haven't.
I'll probably just use a selfie. We got a camera crew here. We'll figure it out.
But that we have to recognize them. We can't make them work while we're.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we can. They've done a good job bringing this broadcast to the viewer all season. I have gotten many compliments, not about our part of the broadcast, but about the video part of the broadcast. A lot of complaints about our part, mostly about you. But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Sorry.
But no,
my job is to make you look good. Remember.
Well, that's why Leonardo DiCaprio is going to play me. That looked great already. So.
Of all people, you pick Leo. I mean, I even dropped Brad Pitt's name. You wouldn't pick Brad Pitt over Leo?
Not after what he did to Jennifer Aniston. A loyal person.
Well, yeah. I can't comment really.
Just makes sense.
Hollywood drama.
You're not into that?
My wife takes care of that
all the way
department
up to Booneville last week. You just over and over, just everything you talked about was just celebrity culture, and I'm like, Steve,
That's me.
Let's just talk to these kids about their schedules and their college hopes. Tired of.
Tell me, that was a great conversation.
What?
So tell me what you have third period.
Yeah, listen, the write-up last week, I wanted to know our video crew schedule.
It was getting a little stalkerish.
Well, I'm just saying, I was trying to compare it to my senior schedule. And listen, I don't know what AP stands for, but I need to look into it because they're taking a lot of AP classes.
Advanced placement.
Advanced placement?
Advanced placement.
That doesn't sound right for this crew. No, they're very talented group. Listen, I enjoyed hearing what classes they take, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought I'd have like a ceramic this week, but no, they might be waiting for the season to end before I get my ceramic gift from them.
You obviously don't appreciate the art. They just can't throw together a masterpiece.
That's true. That's true.
Of course, nobody knows listening what we're talking about.
It's got to stay in the kiln for weeks.
But they are both. 2 out of the 3 of them are taking a ceramics class, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about that.
And, we're up here. Southern Boone normally has a very small press box. They built a new press box, but it's very small. We're in a very, very close-knit space here, the 5 of us, so we're just trying to make the best of it here in this soundproof room with wooden walls, and we're all just in here together.
Soundproof, smell-proof. I mean, everything's just staying in.
It's just staying in here.
This space.
We're all in it together.
Hey, we got a new Katie now on the camera here. Man, we just keep switching.
They've been doing that all season, Steve.
I think we should all change jobs.
Okay, play-by-play. Here you go. Great work. Kickoff is up and away, and it's going to be Robert Dubbs that fields that one and brings it up. So Osage will start with pretty good field position again on this one. He's knocked out of bounds right around the Osage. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 35. Okay. He got up to the 40, but he must have stepped out before then. So Osage will start from their own 35 here. First possession of the third quarter. Again, if you're just tuning in, Osage interception with about 20 seconds left to go, and Southern Boone returned it for a touchdown to make it 21-7 now. So Osage down by 14 at the start of the third. Williams gets the first carry, and my guess would be, Steve, at halftime, Southern Boone's talk was, we're not getting dragged by Aiden Williams anymore. We need to bring him down at first contact. So look for that to be a point of contention. Here he's brought down after a gain of 2 at the start of this third quarter, brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. I want to thank Hy-Vee for sponsoring the halftime show every single game, getting their money's worth because we are really putting on a great halftime show each and every game.
That's what I hear.
Second down and 8 after the carry by Williams. Trusty hands off to Colonius. He goes left side, slips through the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down after about a gain of 1. So first drive of the third quarter, we talked about how important it was going to be for this Indian offense, and they are looking at third and relatively long here to start this drive. 3rd and 6 coming up on 11 minutes to go, down by 14.
Well, as you said, you know the Eagles got a heck of a pep talk at halftime about what kind of defense we're going to play coming out of this, into the third quarter. And they know if they get a stop here and then they can come back, I mean, that could really swing the game.
Trusty with the play action. Looking downfield, has a man back behind the defense. A lot of contact out there. Dooley tried to come back for the football, didn't get the penalty or the football, and that falls to the turf for an incomplete pass. Sets up 4th down and 6 now. Osage will have to punt this one away. Good throw there by Trusty on the run. Just threw it a smidge behind Dooley.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was good for the refs there. As much as I'd like to see the flag for the benefit it'd bring us, I think it was the right call. He was reaching back because the ball was a bit behind him, not because the defender was, trying to keep him from that, I feel like.
Kimmery back to punt, his second punt of the night. First one did not go so well for the Indians. There's a good snap, though, and Kimmery gets a good kick away. Return man up. He's going to let it go ahead and bounce, and it'll bounce inside the 20. So Southern Boone had 2 return men back, and up man to be a lead blocker. Both of them let the ball bounce, and Southern Boone will take over from their own 16-yard line now. First possession of the second half.
That is a beautiful punt by Kimmery. Just not that it really matters how it looks in the air, but that spiral kick, that takes some skill to make that happen. Gets the great bounce. And, again, thank you to the Southern Boone Eagles for cooperating and just letting that go a little bit further down on their end of the field.
1st and 10, 10:26 left to go. Southern Boone now with a 21-7 lead after that play near the end of the first half. Evans will start with 3 wide receivers out to the left here. Dapkus next to him, probably. Can't read the numbers. And there's the pitch out to the running back. Good pursuit. First contact by Drake Williams, and that allows the defenders to get there and make it only a gain of 1.
Yeah, Williams just flying in there. Just alters the route that the running back was trying to take. Kind of has to adjust his angle just to get away from Williams. And it looked like a play with some potential until he flew in there in the backfield.
You'd have to fly in there to take an eagle down. 2nd down and 8.
Nothing. Just can't get anything by you.
Mm-hmm. Play action. Looking over the middle. Long throw out to his man.
Did he? Ooh. Almost looked like an Osage player came down.
Yeah, it looked
with
like Childs almost had the interception. Stark winds up knocking it away, and it'll be 3rd down and long now for the Eagles.
Eagles taking Evans there, taking kind of a chance, throwing into double coverage there. I feel like our guys were in a better position to catch that ball than.
Yeah, trying to let his receiver make a play out there. Now 3rd down, quick out. Morris gets it. And he slips a tackle, finds a block downfield before being knocked out of bounds by Colonius, but more than enough for a first down for the Eagles, and they'll have 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, great athletic move by Morris. Again, it looked like I couldn't tell how close we were to the first yard marker when he caught the ball, but we had him in his grasp, and he just spins out of it and gains another 5 or 10 yards there. Impressive athletic move.
Evans with a quick throw finds a man over the middle, and now he's carrying some blockers. Near the first down marker, gain of 9 on that one. So an empty set back there for Evans, and he finds a receiver quickly.
Spotting the ball about the 47-yard line.
That was Weston Jennings with that reception. 2nd and 1 now. Evans in the shotgun. Man in motion, probably a designed run, yep. He's going to go left and then back right and then be met right at the line of scrimmage by Childs, who brought him down. Childs, leading solo tackler for this Indian defense. And there, brings the runner down short of the first down marker to make it 3rd and very short.
He's been impressive defensively. He and Noah Stevens, man, just both of those young men, just impressive tacklers out there in the open field, and that's not an easy task.
So 3rd and short. Evans back in the shotgun. Probably another designed run, so short here, yep. And he's going to take it and be hit right near the line of scrimmage. Did he get enough? They're going to say yes. Boy, oh boy. I would have at least liked to have seen a measurement right there. But it is enough for a first down, and that'll set up 1st and 10, just past the marker there. Ball on the 48. Go ahead.
Eagles coming out with, aggressively there in the first few plays there. Osage getting a little stiffer there, giving up the first down, but slowing them down a bit. Here in the backfield again.
Yeah, handing it off to Dapkus and just missing the tackle, letting him get into the next level there. Not sure if that's Dapkus or, yeah, that is Dapkus with the run. A pickup of 9. Sets up 2nd and 1. Southern Boone into Osage territory now.
At the 43-yard line. Had some missed tackles on that one. Had some opportunities there to maybe even get him for a loss, and he's just so quick and athletic. He's able just to run out of the grasp of our defenders.
Now the handoff up the middle. And he's just going to push his blockers forward. Gain of 3. Enough for a first down, though. Take over. 1st and 10 at the 40. 7:20 left to go here in the 3rd. Southern Boone with a 21-7 lead.
Osage struggling a little bit just to adjust to the speed of Dapkus. I think that's what happens. You just cut a little bit of the wrong angle there and not able to get to the place you need to get to bring him down with the sure tackle.
Evans back. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Has his man right in the middle of that Osage zone for a big gain. About 15, enough for a first down.
They want to commend the receivers for Southern Boone that when there's time, when Evans has time, they're able just to find the place to sit down in the coverage there. They're just finding those open spots, and we've seen that a couple times in the first half to get scores.
That was Hunold with that reception. Now Evans back in the shotgun. Strange formation here. Pitch outright, fake back to the right. Fake pitch left back to the right. Really not that big of a gain, though, for that kind of trickery. Only picking up about 2 on that one. Sets up 2nd and 8, coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the quarter.
So there's trickery and there's chicanery. Which is one, which one's better?
Steve, if I have to explain this to you.
You're my mentor here. I'm just
trying
to be molded and shaped.
Chicanery is crazy. There's the handoff now going right. Good play in the backfield as that is Colonius that makes the big tackle for the loss. And that's going to set up 3rd and long there. So nice job by Colonius getting into the backfield, and we've seen these Southern Boone running backs break those tackles in the backfield and pick up positive yards. This time Colonius, first contact, brings the man down and makes it 3rd and long for the Eagles.
Just loved it, man. Again, a complete player on the field, Colonius. Love to see him carry the ball, but when you're doing the hard work on defense and getting in the backfield and making the tackles, that's just impressive.
Third down. Now the handoff. I don't know what's going on. They throw it in the backfield, and now they get it out to a man. They hand it off to someone. He throws the ball. It's not enough for a first down. The crowd seems excited about it. Yeah, that play was...
That was fun to watch anyway. But
yeah, the handoff goes to the running back, who then runs around in the backfield for a very long time, and now this sets up... Let's reset here. 4th and 5. Evans pitches it out, and now he's going to do a halfback throw. Has a man wide open and underthrows him, so it's a turnover on downs. You bring out the halfback pass on 4th down.
They are not afraid.
No.
And they are hard to bring down, we're learning.
But it's a turnover on down, so Osage a chance now to respond and chip into this lead, down 21-7 here, 4:40 left to go in the third quarter. They ran back-to-back halfback passes.
So was that chicanery or trickery?
That was chicanery.
Okay, fair enough.
That was chicanery.
If it's successful, is it trickery? And if it's not successful, it's chicanery? Or can you have successful chicanery?
Hey, you're learning, buddy. You are at the learning tree, my friend. Osage 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams on the right side. And Steve, look, he is running right at us, almost like a shark, just coming right at its target, just looking to run him over.
I felt like I had to almost step out of the way there.
Yeah, like he was coming to run us over, and he goes into the defender, bowls one over, picks up an extra yard, and makes it 2nd down and 4 now.
Those young men who are trying to tackle him, win or lose, they're going to feel it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just pounding.
Running very hard tonight. 2nd and short. I think it's 2nd and 4, coming up on 4 minutes to go. Trusty under center, has Colonius and Williams behind him. Quick handoff's going to go to Aiden. Over on the left side, looking to make something happen. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. And that'll set up 3rd down and 4 now.
You know, at this stage of the game, pretty big down here. You're down to 2 scores. The clock's ticking. You only have, you're less than 4 minutes left in this quarter. You know that you don't score quick, so this is a drive. This is a 3rd down we need to have here. You're not going to be able to – it's not 2-down territory for sure, so you got to get it now or you're going to be kicking.
3.5 left to go here. 3rd down and 4 for the Indians at their own 27-yard line. Trusty under center. There's the hard count. Now the quick handoff, and I think they were trying to defense off sides with that one with the quick snap. They give it to Colonius, but he's brought down in the backfield. Southern Boone jumped but was able to get back across the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped.
And I wonder if that almost, you see that move on defense, you're almost anticipating that flag to be thrown, and then the ball snaps, and all of a sudden, you lose that edge of being the initiator on offense, because once that ball was snapped, they were in our backfield in a snap, in an instant. And here we are with Kimry punting the ball again.
Yep. Kimry back at his own 10, waiting for this one.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
that ball was blocked, and it is going to be recovered and tried to return, and it's going to be brought down near the 12. And that is the first time this season that Kimry's punt has been blocked. And defender got in on that one, and then heads-up play by the return squad as they get the block punt and then make a quick return, get it down to the 12-yard line. A very short field set up here for the Eagles now towards the end of the third quarter.
Well, how do you adjust to a great punter? You get right in his face and try to block. And, again, I think it was helped. A little bit of a high snap. That adjusted, affected the timing a little bit of Kimry's kick. And I don't know that he even saw the defender coming. I mean, he didn't even have a chance to step out of his way or anything. And all of a sudden that ball just is flying straight up in the air, and they've got the ball at the 12-yard line.
Now 1st down, ball goes up the middle. The ball came out, but they're going to say the runner was down. And the player is still down. As Dapkus is slow to get up, and trainers will come out and take a look at him. This injury timeout brought to you by Lake Regional Orthopedics. Dapkus slow to walk off the field, and it looked like he lost the football towards the end of that play, but down before the ball came out, sets up 2nd and 7-ish here. Southern Boone able to pick up a 1st down inside the 10. Still. Dapkus walking off under his own strength.
Every game, every football game here is just a story, I feel like unfolding, and you've got just some key plays in the night, and that punt block was a key play, and our defense's ability to keep them out of the end zone from scoring. If we can get a stop here, that's going to be a significant part of this story tonight.
Handoff goes to the right side and then forced back in. And a big loss there. Kimry with the hit, bringing him down in the backfield. Really a whole tribe of Indians bringing down the runner. Makes it 3rd down and 8. And once again, this Indian defense put in a tough situation, a short field situation with this Eagles offense, which is pretty good, and just finding a way to make it difficult for him. It seems like the Eagles always manage to pull something out at the end, but it's not been convincing from the Eagle offense.
So the play calling here will be interesting, too. We got this 3rd down. If they don't get the 3rd down, what did they see their options as being at this point? A little confusion here. They're going to call the timeout.
Yeah, timeout here. We'll take one as well. 1:07 left to go in the 3rd. Osage down 21-7. Southern Boone right at the 11-yard line, though. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Dooley Overhead Doors has been the trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Great customer service with an outstanding reputation. Dooley Doors delivers the highest professionalism start to finish. Download their app and look them up online. Dooley Overhead Doors, conveniently located past School of the Osage on Highway 42, and is a proud sponsor of Osage Indians football.
1:07 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. No points at all in this quarter. It's still 21-7, but Southern Boone right on the doorstep after the block punt has the ball at the 11-yard line. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, they call the timeout. They've got a special opportunity here. That blocked punt results in just a gift of field position here, getting the ball starting out in the red zone about the 12-yard line, and a score here puts them up by 3 touchdowns. So they're going to want to have the right call here. And there's some pride on the other side of that ball with the Osage defense, trying to get the stop here. They forced a turnover on downs on the previous drive. They can do that again and get our offense back on the field. That could be a game saver.
5 wide receivers out for Evans, though. He's looking to his left, now rolls out that way. Throws it up in the air and way over his man's head. Sailing out of bounds in the back of the end zone. Sets up 4th down and 8 here.
I'm interested in what they're going to do, what the Eagles are going to do here. 4th down and 8. We don't know if they have a kicker.
Well, their kicking game has not been great tonight. Short kicks, and they moved to the onside kicks, and those extra points have been pretty lofty.
A field goal here puts, that's 3 scores as opposed to 2, but that's not in the game. That's not in the cards here.
5 wide receivers, including 4 out to the left for Evans. And he looks out that way, now rolls out to his right, back to his left, being chased back in the pocket. Here comes some pressure, just throws one up into the end zone, and the ball is going to be knocked down, incomplete.
I thought maybe they'd scooped it up just for a moment. Great defense, putting the heat on Evans there in the backfield. He never really had a chance to set up and just make a good throw, make a good decision, and still, just kind of almost throws up. I can't say Hail Mary because it was, relatively short pass, but just throws the ball up, trying for his receivers to get a chance, and Osage defenders all over it, getting that ball just knocking it to the ground.
At least he gave his guys a chance on 4th down. If you were watching the game last night, Russell Wilson took a couple of hits on 4th down instead of just throwing it up there, but maybe Evans should be the Denver Broncos starter. Run to the right side, through the hole, into the 2nd level. Williams now pushing the pile, trying to get near that 1st down marker. Forward progress stopped, and it's going to be 2nd and 2. And we've seen this Osage offense pick up pretty good chunks on 1st down the last few drives, and then that's kind of been where it stalled out.
We're winding down here. Less than 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Time is getting pretty crucial here for the Indians.
We'll have to run a play here. Second down. Handoff goes to Williams, and now he's got an opening. Up near midfield, tripped up and brought down just shy of the 50, so a big run to end the quarter potentially here for Osage. As they get up right around the 50-yard line, Williams with the big hole on the left side and then came back right and just tripped up by one of the secondary players for Southern Boone, and that will be how the quarter comes to a close. Osage will take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line to start the fourth quarter. No points on the board for either team in that one. It'll be 21-7 heading into the fourth quarter, and we'll have it for you right here after the break on Cool 102.7 Sports.
Honor, pride, hard work, and integrity. Cornerstones for Osage Indian football. And Michelle Lewis Caldwell Banker Lewis & Associates. With 23 years experience and a team built on playing every down, you can reach the end zone buying or selling a home with the Michelle Lewis team. Backed by 100 years of the Caldwell Banker brand. Michelle Lewis & Associates fight hard every quarter for your real estate deal. Huddle up at their Stonecrest Mall office and let them win for you. Online and Facebook.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, 21-7 after 3 quarters of play. Steve, it is time for the nation's hottest mid-Missouri high school football segment in America. Southern Boone wearing atrocious black jerseys with black pants with red numbers you can barely see. Steve, what candy bar are the Southern Boone Eagles?
Can I just tell you something? I miss trivia.
Yeah.
I miss basketball trivia.
You don't like this candy?
I just don't. The black and red candy wrapper.
Listen to this. It's a score bar. You ever seen that?
Oh, I don't even know what a.
Yeah. It's a
Show,
score bar. You want to see it? Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, please do. Score bar. Is that like, what is a score bar?
It's a score.
Oh, okay.
Is that
like toffee or something?
Yeah, I think it's toffee. Yeah.
You know, I feel like you should be obligated to bring the candy bar with you. I'd like to sample it.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Colonius right side. He has a big hole now. Gets the first down into the second level, into the third level, and brought down just outside the 20. So another big run here from this Osage offense and a big gain, almost 30 yards on that one from Colonius as he gets down just outside the red zone.
Yeah, the Osage Indians getting the big chunks that they need at just the right time with the clock ticking down here. Aiden Williams and Jason Colonius just ripping off yardage here on these last 2 carries. Spotting the ball at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10. Handoff goes up the middle to Williams. He's immediately met and pushed back. And that'll set up 2nd down. Fourth quarter just underway here, brought to you by Meeks Lumber, the builder's choice. Up here in the unfinished Kelly's Port Marina press box in Southern Boone.
This is raw plywood.
Yeah, I got a splinter earlier.
Workman's comp, baby.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Start bringing a first aid kit, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. 2nd down and 10. Second play of the quarter here, or of this set. Williams, big hole left side. Got enough for the first down. Going to get a block on the edge from DePay. Moving towards the goal line. Knocked out of bounds just shy in the Crown Power and Equipment red zone. Now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Beautiful block out there on the edge by Dane DePay. We don't say this often, but that might be the tomahawk chop steak block of the game here. We haven't had many of those this season, but that was a really good one out there to spring Williams, an extra 10 or so yards.
And to be fair, it's not that we haven't. Osage hasn't done many of those. We haven't called many of those.
Well, that's been I made that your responsibility at the first game.
When did you do that? Did you tell me that like out loud?
You wrote it down in your font. 1st and goal from the 4 here. Trusty to Williams going up the middle. He's still churning his legs near the goal line. Didn't quite get there. Brought down at the 1. Going to be 2nd and goal now from the 1-yard line. Make it the 2. That's 6 feet. That's a little less than an Andre the Giant.
Osage doing a great job here in their play calling. I know we can talk about them being just kind of one-dimensional in the run game, but driving on the inside between the tackles, then all of a sudden, hey, we're going to get Williams some space on the outside. That's where we got that big chunk, and now, of course, we need, 2-3 yards here to get in pay dirt. Cloney's going to get the ball and slithers right in.
Zone. Yeah, I thought Williams had it going up the middle, and a couple defenders for the Eagles did as well. But Colonius had it right side, and as Steve says, slipped between the tackle and the guard and into the end zone for a touchdown.
We haven't worked on Colonius's nickname at all tonight. Of course, we haven't really made any progress on the other one either. But
I have.
What'd you say?
A-Freight. You'll see the shirts next week. Clark's extra point up and good, makes it 21-14 after that drive. Osage first points on the board here in the second half for either team. We'll take a break. Osage down 7, back with the kickoff after this, listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Where'd you get that grin right above your chin?
Why is everyone smiling? Because key lime pie concretes are back, of course, and they're bursting with flavor. Starting with the world's finest vanilla frozen custard, they add a whole slice of sweet and tangy key lime pie, crust and all. It's all part of the summer of smiles at Andy's Frozen Custard.
Top your day with a smile.
Hey folks, stop by now for one of our brand new hand-spun caramel apples, available in 3 delicious flavors at your local Andy's on the Parkway.
Osage drives down the field and scores there to start the fourth quarter. Makes it down by 7 now, 21-14. Southern Boone set to receive the kickoff.
Boy, that is just absolutely monumental at that score, I feel like. It felt like everything was kind of falling Southern Boone's direction. And then to get that stop and then to come back and score, at the very beginning of that fourth quarter, all of a sudden it feels like, hey, we're in this one, and we can get a stop here. And I just feel like the longer the game goes, the more effective an Aiden Williams is, the more effective a Jason Clonius is. Things can turn in our favor here. This fourth quarter is going to be fun to watch.
Osage set to kick off here. And they do so. A short pooch kick going to bounce in front of the receiver. Picked up after 2 bounces. He's going right side. Now has a hole over there. Gets a blocker before being brought. And it is going to be a pretty decent return all the way up to the 34, and that's where Southern Boone will take over. And we've seen this Eagle offense turn it over twice inside the red zone, or near the red zone, pretty much deep in their own territory, or deep in Osage territory, twice in the third quarter there on 4th down through use of chicanery and trickery. So 1st and 10 here, 3 wide receivers out right for Evans, 2 out left. Snap comes, looking for a quick throw, has his man. Quick catch, and brought down after a gain of 9. Again, you can watch this broadcast live on mosportzone.com or go to YouTube and type in Mo Sport Zone there. Find a list of all local late games, including Eldon and California, which the score currently sets in that one. 21-14 California.
Wow.
Now there's the handoff to Dapkus. Again, hit in the backfield, but gets a step and then knocked out of bounds at midfield. So Dapkus had a chance to bring him down, or Dapkus had a chance to be brought down in the backfield. Slips 1 tackle.
He's a talented runner. He's does a pretty good job. Obviously, his speed is very helpful, but he's also on that run just patient, just kind of waited for his blockers to set up and almost let the defenders over pursue, and just good patient run for 9 yards.
Now he's in motion pre-snap, and he's going to fake the pitch. Evans going to keep it. He's going to be hit and not brought down. Now he's going to go down the sideline before being knocked out of bounds. And again, hit in the backfield. Tackle not made, and then the big gain there from Evans.
But just so quick, it's not just fast, but just agile there. He was in trouble, and almost Barry Sanders-like, if I have permission to date myself here, just darts out of trouble and then just snaking through the defense down to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 25. Now Evans rolls out left. Looking for a man, has it, passes tipped, and just tipped behind Isaac Stark, who was there. Off the receiver's fingertips, Osage couldn't come up with it there.
And so sometimes it's a cruel game. We get that pass off the fingertips of the Osage receiver earlier in the half, and they come up with the interception and just bounce their way. We had the same kind of opportunity. The ball just didn't bounce the right way for our defenders to get it.
Now 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Evans, bad snap. He's going to have to keep this one. He's out to the right side before he's rushed out after about a gain of 5. That was going to be a handoff to Dapkus, but the snap was so high, Evans had to make something out of it. Rushes to the right, still gets 5, makes it 3rd down and 5 now from the 20. Couple set of big plays coming up here for the Indian defense.
Yeah, this has been a very successful drive here for the Eagles, just playing with some urgency and some aggressiveness here, knowing that if they get a score at this point in the game, that's a lot of pressure with a little bit of time on Osage.
Another bad snap. Evans brought down in the backfield now, a big loss. -6 on that one. So a bad snap there before they're able to do anything. And it's going to set up 4th and long here with 8.5 or close to 8.5 minutes to go in this quarter. Southern Boone up by 7 with the football here.
Yeah, it's the second snap in a row. The first time Evans was able to kind of salvage it and make a productive play out of it, and this time he just couldn't. The Osage defense was right in his face in a hurry. Osage taking advantage of the blunder there. And again, no kicking here, no kicking game for the Eagles here. We're going for it on 4th down.
3 wide receivers out left. Now Evans hanging on to it, going to be brought down. Williams had him, lost him, throws it down the field, and finds his man down the field for the reception. What a play from Evans. Slips the shoestring tackle and just throws it out there, waits for his player to make a play, and they do so.
He has been doing that all night, really, just throwing it up and having confidence in his receivers. They've done a great job of just finding the empty spots in the coverage, and here they go right back at it.
And into the end zone goes Dapkus on the no-huddle handoff. So a huge 4th down play from Evans. Just throwing it up for his receiver. And just another gut punch to this Indian team here tonight.
Osage bringing the heat on that previous play. And like you said, just Evans was almost right within the grasp of our defense. I don't remember which player it was, but, man, just what confidence you have just to throw it up there and just hope one of your receivers are going to bring it down. And that's exactly what happened.
Extra point pending. 7:53 left to go here in the quarter. Snap is back, hold is down, and it is up and through. Makes it 28-14. We'll take a break. Back with the kickoff after this. Listen to Cool 102.7 Sports.
For more than 100 years, Meeks Lumber has been serving customers in Arkansas, California, Nevada, and closer to home right here on Highway 42 in Lake Ozark. Whether you're a professional builder or a do-it-yourselfer, Meeks has the supplies you need to finish a project from foundation to the finish work. Stop in and let's start building something great together. Meeks, proud supporter of Osage Indians and high schools everywhere.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, the Eagles get points on the board after a huge 4th down and 11 play. Evans just throwing one up, his receiver making the catch, and then Dapkus into the end zone on the very next play.
Yeah, that was almost anybody's ball there, in that place, in that opportunity there. And it just, the receivers for the Eagles, you could just tell that's just how we play. We're just used to that. He's going to throw it up, and we're going to go find it, and that's exactly what they did. It's a game of, exchanging blows, and we answered with a touchdown, and they came right back at us, and now we're down by 2 scores again with less than 8 minutes to play with an offense that really leans heavily on the run. We'll see how that changes our play calling here as the time winds down.
Short kickoff here. Mishandled before being picked up. And it's going to be Osage taking over from about the 23-yard line there. 21-14, California in front of Eldon. Started the 4th quarter out there.
That's a little closer than I thought it might be.
Lebanon and Camdenton also in a close one right now. Big game going on down there.
Well, that's always a fight, isn't it?
Lebanon 19, Camdenton 14.
Ooh.
Osage down 28-14, 7:45 left to go here in the game. 28-14 California. Trustee under center. Run goes up the middle. I kind of thought that was a false start on,
I did too.
on us. I was waiting for a flag there.
Somebody got a head start there. I'm surprised they let the play run off.
Yeah.
Got a couple. Put that up to...
Yeah, they let the run go up the middle, so it's a 2-yard gain, makes it 2nd and 8.
A lot of pressure here on this drive.
Trusty hands this one off to Colonius, trying to slip through the defense there. He's going to pick up a couple himself and make it 3rd down and 5.
Spotting the ball about the 33 yard line.
See what Osage does here. Pretty big play on this drive. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, the crowd they're feeling the significance of this point here.
Couldn't tell if the ball was knocked away there. Trusty trying to make a play out in the flats. I think he held on to it but was brought down. Camdenton 20-19 now, back in front of Lebanon.
That sounds like a fun one.
Oops. What are we doing here? Who put this thing here? 4th down and 10. As it looks like it's going to be a punt here from the Indians. 6 minutes left to go. Going to need a defensive stop if they want to get back into this one, down 28-14 here in the 4th.
Yeah, going to need a quick defensive stop here as well. Not just, we're going to have to get the ball back in a hurry.
Fair catch called for. A really great punt there from Kimmery. He kicked that thing from about the 10, and it winds up on the Southern Boone side at the 30, and that's where they're going to take over. And, you know, everything that's happened tonight, I kind of feel like field position has mattered more than anything else.
Well, field position for sure. And just been some big moments, just some big plays. The big moments have gone to the Eagles tonight. We're not yet quite done. Story's still unfolding here.
6 minutes to go here in the 4th. 28-14, Southern Boone in front. 3 wide receivers out to the right, and it is a quick screen out in the flat setup. That's Morris, and he's going to slip through some defenders. The ball comes out. I didn't see who wound up with it. Osage not really reacting, so it looks like it's going to be hung on to. And enough for an Eagle first down. That was Chase Morris. And I don't anticipate them going to the air many more times going forward here. They got a pretty good running back in Dapkus. Might see a pretty healthy handoff to him here going forward. 4 wide receivers out for the Eagles. And there is the handoff up the middle, right into the throat of the Osage defense, and they bring him down after a gain of 2.
Going to be just right on top of the 50-yard line here.
Yeah, close to the 51. 2nd and 8 coming up. A Mars bar.
A Mars bar is not black?
What?
Did someone send you an edited picture?
An edited? Look, this is the Google Images. Every rapper.
What's different about that Mars bar? I don't remember being black.
When's the last time you had a Mars bar?
Oh, it's probably been a while. That's fair. Did he catch that?
Evans out towards the sideline. They are going to say he caught it. Just short of the first down, though. Going to be 3rd down and 3 coming up. As that was James Bassnett making the catch over there.
You figured out these jerseys. I'm impressed.
No, they put their picture up there with their name on the scoreboard after they make the play.
Nice.
A magician never reveals his secrets. But
Well, you're no magician. You're
here
just,
I am.
You're just raw talent.
Just raw talent. The Copperfield of a broadcast generation.
Dating yourself again. Is Copperfield even around? Is he out in Vegas doing something?
I think he got arrested for making the Statue of Liberty disappear.
That's really dating yourself.
Evans to Dapkus. He's hitting the backfield. Unable to be brought down, though, and Dapkus going to make a big play, cutting back in for his blockers at the 20. The 15 cuts back inside and brought down just shy of the 10. And once again, contact made in the backfield and just unable to bring him down, and then the big gain from there.
What do we know about Dapkus? How old is this guy? We're going to have to see him again?
Oh, yeah. I think he's just a sophomore.
He's impressive tonight. He is slippery.
Just a sophomore. His brother is playing football at Benedictine, according to the scoreboard trivia earlier.
Mind like a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Wish they'd put that scoreboard right across from us. That'd make my life easier.
High snap. Looking for a man outside. Pass is incomplete, stops the clock. Surprised they're going to the air as much as they are here on this drive. It is a 14-point game.
Well, with the success they've had with Dapkus, I mean, I feel like his big run in the first half is really what, opened it up for them in this entire game. They were having a hard time doing anything before that. At this point, I agree with you. I don't know why you wouldn't just say, hey, we're going to ride you all the way to the clock says 0-0-0. Coach is right next door, right? You mind if I'll be back?
No, you go there.
I'll give him a few tips.
2nd and 10. Williams chasing down Evans. Now he stays back, trying to find a man.
Got a flag.
They may say he was past the line of scrimmage there. Pass was incomplete, but that might be an illegal forward pass. And I don't know the motion for it, so we'll just figure it out together. That's a cool dance move, I think. I think that is what that call
like
is, though.
The puppet thing,
Yeah.
or, the marionette, that's...
You got called for the Pinocchio, and that one's going to come back.
Who's in charge of these? That's your job, isn't it? You make up these calls, these signals?
Make up? Steve, we have been working together too long for you to think I just make stuff up here. Why are you laughing? 3rd down and 15. It wasn't a legal forward pass. They're saying he was just past the line of scrimmage, but it was still incomplete. So regardless. Now rolling out to the right, the left-hander. Found his man back over the middle. That's Morris. He's going to cut back and get into the end zone with the last-ditch effort.
Well,
actually, they're going to say
no.
he was down at the 1. Looked like he got there, but knee must have been down.
Well, I tell you, I'm with you. It's hard. You'd think they would just run the ball, but they're having some success here. Their aggressiveness is paying off, getting them right here at the goal line.
And now a miscommunication on the handoff. And again, the ball is on the ground. Osage cannot take advantage of it, though. And it just feels like I'm not trying to take anything away from Southern Boone, but boy, oh boy, it just feels like every bounce has gone their way tonight in the big plays. And plays that could have been big plays.
Yeah, in the postgame, that'll be interesting to talk about. Again, we've got some time left here, 3:20. But as I'm just relaying in my mind, these big plays are going back to that big run by Dapkus, the ball off the fingertips and into for the interception, pick 6. The big things, the big moments have gone into the Eagles' favor.
And my guess would be is they take a timeout here, Southern Boone does, after the mishandling of the handoff there. You're probably going to just take care of it coming down the stretch here with a 14-point lead. We'll take a quick break. Osage down 28-14, 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Are you looking for a great place to work and call home? Our Vet is accepting qualified applicants to any of its central locations, Lynn Creek, Lori, and Ashland. Our Vet has state-of-the-art facilities, excellent customer service, and team spirit when it comes to serving its furry family members. Top salaries, custom employment packages, and executive housing available for accepted applicants. Our Vet supports continued education, benefits, and the best opportunity for a meaningful career in the Ozarks. Please deliver your resume at any location and check us out on Facebook.
Just miss out on catching a T-shirt here. We'll talk about that off there when we're breaking down. Maybe we can work on that going forward.
We need a strategy.
Yeah.
We need to assign roles.
Yeah, I agree.
We might have to do something about this glass.
Yeah, I think the glass is the biggest issue.
I do like the big window in front of us.
Yeah,
I just
the
wish it
glass is the biggest issue, and then attitude is second. About not winding up with one of these T-shirts. So
kind of act entitled.
I know.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, me? T-shirt's free, man. Come on. Got to get one. Third down and goal. Or no, second down and goal. High snap. Quarterback tries to keep it. And that was Kimry that brought him down short of the goal line. So it is going to be 3rd and goal. And once again, this Osage defense making plays against this decent Southern Boone offense.
You're talking about a team that's used to scoring 47 points a night. On average, they score 47 points tonight. We're not going to be celebrating a moral victory, but obviously you're spot on when you say the Osage defense has made it difficult for most of the night for the Eagles.
3rd down, keeper, hit in the backfield. And he's going to be stopped short as well. So that'll be 4th down now.
Going to spot that.
Don't
2-yard line maybe?
Don't misconstrue this, but tell me if you agree with this. If this is what Southern Boone has for the Blair Oaks Falcons next week, they're going to need a little bit more, I think.
I do, yeah. I think that's fair, based on what we've seen from Blair Oaks. And kudos to them for wanting to, for believing and having that level of confidence. But they're going to need more than what they've got.
4th down and goal from the 2. Handoff goes to Dapkus, right side and into the end zone. They finally get in there, and once again, for I think the 3rd time tonight, this Southern Boone offense scores on 4th down. The Indian defense making it difficult for them. Just unable to close it down at the end. 1:29 left to go here. Extra point pending, but Southern Boone up 34-14 right now, I believe.
Yeah, it just seems like not too many minutes ago where Osage answered there at the beginning of the 4th quarter. You remember that touchdown just right at the beginning of the 4th quarter to close it just a 1 score, and just it looked like maybe things were rocking the other way. And everything since then has gone in favor of the Eagles. What was it, 21-14, and now they've scored 2 unanswered touchdowns here, and looks like they're just going to close this one out in their favor.
Extra point was good, and it does make it 35-14. This is the conference finale for the Indians, as next week we'll head up to Lutheran South, a school just south of Lindenwood in St. Louis, and that was a replacement game from Versailles leaving the conference. Don't really know what to expect from that game, and really can't glean anything from looking at their schedule, and because I don't know any of the teams they played either. It's kind of just a inner St. Louis city schedule up there, so don't really know a whole lot about them heading into next week. Their record isn't great, but their schedule could be brutal, so it's tough to know.
Right.
I do know that Schrader, I believe, the running back for Mizzou, I noticed that on the last broadcast they said that he went to school at Lutheran South, so they've put out some high-caliber players in the past.
Well, it'll be a week of bouncing back for Osage after, they were amped for this game. They come out, they fought hard. They had some big moments go against them, and they're going to walk away from this one without the win. But there's no real time to mourn the loss. They're going to have to bounce back in a hurry.
Ball fielded cleanly and brought up around the 40 on the kickoff. 1:25 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Camdenton down 27-20. Bolivar 37-7 over Hillcrest. Rolla, that one's final, 28-7 over Waynesville. California in front of Eldon, 35-20. Mo Sports Zone red zone coverage. $35-14 here, but boy, oh boy. This score not indicative to how close this game was.
And you got to give credit to the Eagles. They closed it out strong, right? Again, we got within a touchdown, and then they just took over from there. We're not done. It looks like Aiden Williams
with a big run on the right side, getting into the 3rd level, and then had one man to beat and went step for step with him. Down the sideline, knocked out of bounds right around the 30-yard line, and that's where Osage will start, 1st and 10 after the big run there. Good run there from Williams.
I'll tell you what, these Eagles are going to remember Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Spotting the ball, you say, at the, 30? Yeah.
Williams, who's just a junior himself. Running hard on that one. Picks up 5 before he's brought down at the 25. Minute 10 left in the 4th here. Clock running. 21-point lead for the Eagles.
So we get, like you said, we're going to Lutheran South next week. And then we do get another game, right? We just don't know anything about that game just yet.
Yeah, our district opponent, it's a wild one in the district. There's some really good teams in there. But the middle of the pack, there's kind of a predominant top 1 or 2, and there's a clear-cut team that's in the bottom of our district. But there's a lot of Wild West stuff going on in the middle, and that's kind of where Osage is. Needed a win here tonight or next week. Maybe one of the two will help secure a first-round district game at School of the Osage, but a win in both certainly would have helped, but unable to get this one here tonight. Trusty rolling out to the right, looking for DePay. Ball just past his fingertips. Incomplete. Will set up second down.
Well, it would sure be good to be back home. I'd love that.
Maybe if we replace Versailles, we should just do it with a team that's close to us.
I'd support that idea.
Thank you.
I won't be able
That's
to make
my campaign promise.
Not going to be able to make that trip to St. Louis with you next week. You want me just to,
You can call in.
You want me to just recruit a...
Oh. See what the girl softball coach
like
is doing now.
like a blind date there. I'll just pick somebody and tell them when to show up. You'll have no idea who it is.
Brian Dickerson shows up and wants a headset.
Oh, he'd be great.
That'd be awesome, yeah. Second down, fake pitch by Trusty, looking for his man. Has one over the middle and just out of reach for DePay once again. Play action on the fake toss there, and then Trusty tried to find DePay. They were both running to the right. That's such a tough throw for a quarterback to make when his receiver is going the same direction he is, and there's coverage out there. Trying to find a hole to fit that ball into. Couldn't quite get it. Sets up third down and goal from the 10 now. 25 seconds left in this one. Osage down. Handoff goes to Williams. He's running hard near the goal line. The big guys shoving each other around down there. Down to the pylon, but no good. Or not quite there. Coach Jolly wants a timeout. Wants to try and get this one into the end zone. Again, point differential and point spread is how they figure out district seeding when there is a tie. So no surprise here that on 4th and goal with 12 seconds left, Coach Jolly does want to try and get some momentum going for his boys heading into next week and put this one into the end zone. We'll see what they dial up here for what will likely be the final play of the game.
I would not want to have to play defense against Osage with Aiden Williams carrying the ball at the 1-yard line on 4th down.
I bet they give it to Colonius now that you said that.
They may very well. This would be a tough... They've stopped him. They've stopped him at times tonight on these short yard gain kind of situation. But I think I'd love to see him get in the end zone one more time tonight.
Lebanon up 27-26 over Camdenton now. 12.4 seconds left in this one. Osage with the football. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. From the 1-foot line.
There you go with those eagle eyes.
That's 1/7 of an Andre the Giant. Handoff goes to Williams. He's being pulled back as well as shoved forward and knocked around. The pile still going forward. They're going to say,
he didn't get it.
Stop short. And they're going to say, yeah, he didn't get it there. So the score is going to be 35-14 there. Try to run it right up the middle there with Williams. Just could not get the 1 yard needed.
Well, kudos to the Eagles for getting that stop. I'm surprised they're able to pull it off there.
Yeah, a lot of pushing on the pile by both teams there.
And, and that's, in a way, that's fun football, right? The score, that's not going to change the outcome of the game, but you still have young men out there in the field just fighting with all they have.
And there's the knee to call it a night. Osage falls short in this one. Final score 35-14 against the Southern Boone Eagles. We will take a break and be back with the High-Tech Auto Body post-game show and talk about this one and the game coming up next week right here on Cool 102.7 Sports.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
High-Tech Auto Body and Towing and Professional Collision Repair, servicing the Lake area and Central Missouri for 28 years with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week repair. Accidents are scary and the repairs shouldn't be. High-Tech has the best complete collision repair. So should the need arise for towing or expert collision repair, remember one stop at High-Tech Collision and Tow. Your neighborhood tow team in the big yellow trucks. Located on Highway 42 across from the high school. Call 348-9070 when you need us.
What a game. It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown! When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Being a member has its perks. Have you downloaded the new Dearborg's app yet? Hi, I'm Greg Dearborg. Sign up for Dearborg's Rewards to earn points every time you shop, and so much more. Make your shopping list, scan the weekly ad for deals, clip digital coupons, and save even more. Order flowers, catering, and sweet treats in a matter of a few taps. And best of all, there's always something new. Convinced yet? Grab your phone and discover the most rewarding way to shop is with the Dearborg's app. It's fresh, it's friendly, it's Dearborg's.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading Air Ease products. Every Air Ease product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
Your hometown lumberyard and proud high school football supporter, High Brothers Lumber. High Brothers Lumber prides itself on knowledgeable customer service, on-the-spot instruction, being family-owned and locally operated for 44 years. And at High Brothers, we have the biggest delivery fleet and nothing less than premium lumber. Let the quality be the difference that brings you the win at High Brothers Lumber, located on Old Highway 5 South. High Brothers Lumber.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, this game has gone final score 35-14. Southern Boone defeats the Osage Indians, and Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us. And Steve, I just don't feel like this final score is really indicative to how closely matched these two teams were tonight.
Yeah, and I feel like a little bit this was like last week, only we're on the losing side, right? We're looking at that scoreboard, and it just, man, I wish it was a better reflection of the battle that we saw tonight. As I'm looking at some of our unofficial numbers, and we'll get the official numbers later, but yards from scrimmage, pretty much a wash between the two teams. Now, what's different is we have, over 300 yards rushing, and they're definitely a more balanced attack. They kind of split up, but they ended up at about 300 yards as well. It's those big moments, and sometimes those big moments happen on 3rd and 4th down.
Yeah.
We talked about some of those 4th down plays that the Eagles were able to score on after the Osage defense had been so stingy for those first 3 downs. I'm looking at our 3rd down conversion. Unofficially, we're 1 for 8 on 3rd down and 0 for 1 on 4th down. Now, you mirror that with, or you reflect that against their success. They were 6 for 14 on 3rd down and 3 out of 4 on 4th down. We talked about those big moments. The big run from Dabkus, which really seemed to change just the feeling of that first half. The interception that was run back for a touchdown, and then the block punt. Just a lot of those big moments. Really, I feel like I can't think of a big moment that went Osage's way.
Yeah, I think we touched on that during the broadcast as well. Sometimes this game of football is just a game of bounces sometimes, and you get two teams that are closely matched, and it's going to be who can get the bounces. And I'm not trying to discredit Southern Boone in any sense of the word. They're a very talented team with some good leadership and a lot of offensive power, but they got the bounces tonight, and things went their way. And when the passes went off the receiver's hands for Osage, that's the ball goes into the player's hands for the defender for Southern Boone, and when the ball goes off the receiver's hands for Southern Boone, Osage just a fingertip away from getting the interception themselves. So, it's not going to be, Coach Jolly, who's on his way up here right now, he's not going to make those excuses, and he's not going to talk about the bounces, and he's going to talk about, what has to be worked on tonight. And I kind of feel like he'll probably talk about missed tackles, and there were plenty of them in the backfield where a couple times the Osage defense had the runner, dead to rights, and they're still able to chalk off a big game. And just a lot of things that can be made better, but I think that there's probably an alternate timeline and an alternate reality where this Indian squad picks up the win tonight.
Yeah, you got to focus on what you can control, and I'm sure that's the message that the coaching staff is sending to their young men. Control what you can control. Let's learn what we need to learn from tonight so that, again, I remember one thing I've heard him say is we're preparing for Week 10.
Yeah.
That's what they're getting ready for, Week 10, and just being ready for that victory that night, which we're only 2 weeks away. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
We're only 2 weeks away from that moment.
Again, Coach Jolly coming up here to join us. Our next broadcast will be next week, live from Lutheran South, as that was a replacement game for whenever Versailles left the conference and headed off to their new conference. We were looking to replace them, and we picked up Lutheran South. Not sure if that'll be the same going forward. That away game will be just south of Lindenwood. In fact, Lutheran South used to play their games at Lindenwood's college football field. They got a new stadium themselves. Pretty nice turf, pretty small press box up there, so it might be a little cramped for space, but that'll be where we're at next week for next week's game. And again, you can find that broadcast here as Coach Jolly comes in and gets the headset and throws it on here real quick. Coach, thanks for joining us. Tough loss tonight. It's tough to find the right questions to ask you. It's I know that the game isn't lost on just 4 or 5 plays, but it just kind of seemed like the bounces at times just went Southern Boone's way tonight.
Nah, there weren't any bounces. We're the ones that made the ball bounce, and I'm frustrated about it. The ball bounces the same way for everybody. It's just we didn't play very well, period. I could give you 20 minutes on why we didn't, and I'm super frustrated. I thought we had a good football team that could challenge this number 10 ranked team in the state, and we didn't tonight. And there's a lot of things. I didn't like our body language during the end of the game. I thought we finished with a low level of enthusiasm, which was embarrassing to me, and I don't like it. And we're better than that. And we got into playing a good football team, and we got uncomfortable at times, and then we started just kind of hesitating and questioning what we did for the first time, for the last 4 weeks, and extremely frustrated.
You've said a few times in the post-game interviews this season that everything is working towards that district game, and it's been a build-up towards that. What can you take from tonight's game to get yourself ready for district play here in a couple weeks?
I mean, missed tackles, missed blocking assignments, lack of energy, complaining on the sideline, questioning each other. I mean, we take all of it, and then we got a full plate tomorrow to work on. We'll watch film at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if anybody thinks I'm being negative, I guess I'll apologize. But I'm just telling you that's the truth. And these young men have worked their butts off. They're great. We've got a great football team, and they just didn't put it on the field tonight. And like I said, until we want to make sure that we're totally committed and in our preparation and all that stuff, we still have some holes to fix. And some of them we've filled the holes in, and then some other holes have popped up. And what I mean by holes, I mean just guys doing their job, being ready to play, staying focused in the classroom, traveling well, being ready for practice. Just all those things can turn into holes in your path if you're not careful. So we've got a gut check, but I'm glad we got it in week 8, and hopefully week 9 we can get better and then be ready to go and peak at week 10 to get moving on. I'm
not trying to force a silver lining out of all this. There were times tonight where it felt like your defense continued their stellar play, forcing some 4th and goal situations and then pressuring the quarterback, and just Southern Boone just able to make the plays there at the last second. But the defense put the Southern Boone offense in tough positions tonight over and over again and seemed to continue their good play at times.
I mean, I don't know. It's 35-14. I mean, we had some really good plays, and we just got whipped. And it's frustrating, and like I said, you can look at it all around. But yeah, no, our kids are getting better. We had flashes of brilliance. You can take pieces of this game and look at it and be like, man, we got a lot better at that this week than we were in the previous 7 weeks. But when you put it when you put it to some of it, it doesn't equal up to anything. And so that's it, is going back and trying to take the pieces that we did better on this week and put it with the ones that we've got to get back that we've been doing well.
All right, well, we got one game to go. It's a non-conference game before we get ready for district play. Coach, I'll let you get down and talk to your coaches and team. Thanks for coming up and joining us.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's Coach Jolly coming up. Osage Falls tonight. Final score 35-14 here in this one. And Steve Adams putting the headset back on. And again, Steve, I know Coach Jolly is never going to say that and never going to, it's different when you're coaching. It's different when you're in it. You take a look at just a couple of those plays tonight, the big fourth down plays on fourth and goal. I think they scored 3 times on fourth and goal, Southern Boone did tonight. So the defense put Southern Boone in tough situations. They were just able to execute. Of course, the big play you can look at is the pick six right before the end of the first half, turning it from a 14-7 game into a 21-7 game. Just a tough situation all around. I know Coach Jolly's frustrated. I know it's hard to find a positive coming out of this. He's a competitive person, and he's a very passionate person, and he's been good for School the Osage, and he's been good for those boys. So, I know he takes this stuff loss. I appreciate him coming up and talking to us about, the game after a loss like that. It's just tough all around. It's tough as a fan, Steve. We catch ourselves being fans too. This team and this school means a lot to both of us, and it's tough sometimes.
Well, it's tough. I don't envy a coach having to come up with comments and on a game that you take those losses personally, and then to have come up with something to say in a microphone just minutes after it's happened. You haven't really had a chance to fully process that. But let me just take us back to, if we could rewind a little bit of time, back just the very beginning of that fourth quarter, and it's 21-14.
Yeah.
We're in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, we're competing. A lot of good things have happened at that point. And I think if you could just if we just could have said to any of us, hey, we're going to be just down by 1 touchdown, 21-14 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. We'd be like, okay, we got a chance.
Yeah.
We
feel really good about it,
right.
For sure.
So there's a lot of things that happened that put us in a great place there. And unfortunately, we couldn't finish. And again, you got to give kudos to, so the ball goes back to Southern Boone at that point, and they answer.
Yeah.
And that's the game of football. And so we knew we were leveling up tonight. We knew we were going to see a good team, and they lived up to that. I still think you were bragging on the defense to Coach Jolly, and I think our defense was unsettling for the Eagles at times. I think they had a hard time getting things going, settling into their momentum, kind of getting some rhythm. I think that was tough for them. Obviously, they figured some things out in that fourth quarter, especially. They got to be proud, the Eagles, of the effort of how just they closed out the game. And we're going to learn some things, and we're going to, they're going to work on that this week. We're going to bounce back Friday night, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in 2 weeks.
Hey, we move on to Lutheran South next week, and we'll have that broadcast for you right here on 102.7 as well as mosportzone.com. For tonight, though, the Indians fall to the Eagles. Final score 35-14 for Steve Adams and Justin Wassel back in the studio. I am Craig Allen. Thank you for